So this is the first time that like State Guard has been activated this big since the Civil War. Like I'm a load master. I do like weight and balance on airplanes and like manage fuel, and now I'm operating a rifle. I remember hearing crying or whatever, and like I like put my flashlight. I was like, "Hello, you need help? You need help?" And like this old lady, she's like freezing cold because she just went across the Rio Grande. Like, what if someone comes out of the river at you with a gun, and like let's say you shoot at them, and there's a kid, and you shoot the kid. Well, now you're screwed. I guess his parachute like did not fully deploy, so like it's cigar rolled, and he pulled his reserve too low, and like he passed away. Seeing our pilot for that mission, like he cried in front of the crew, and following your checklist, like warnings, cautions, notes, like warnings are written in blood. Like all these things are written down because they happen and they can kill you. Like maybe we land somewhere in the middle of the night in a dry riverbed, and there's some guys there with MBGs, and we leave and we were never there.
What's up, guys? JOJ episode 62. We got Houston Garner here.
Let's go.
Texas Air National Guardsman. Appreciate you being on, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming through.
Yes, sir.
And also a Arlington Martin grad.
Yeah.
And Arkansas grad.
Yep.
Woo
So
pig.
share a lot in common for our educational decisions.
Yes, we've got a lot in common here. Houston's been around the world, though, but you did the flyover at one of the Razorback games. How was that?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was what was that? October 2023. So a little bit ago, but at the time I was like about to go for the pilot board and everything. So like I got to go do that, and the pilot that was actually flying it was his last flight. It's like a Finney flight.
Oh, wow.
Really?
And he's like from Russellville, Arkansas.
Okay.
And then yeah, he's like, I want to do that. I live up there now. So like he's like, his whole family was there.
Yeah.
It was really cool. And then he kind of gave me the hookup. So he's like, you know, when you get to that point and you're the pilot and stuff, like here's the contact. So like I'm like, dude, I want to pick out a game. Because like it was homecoming game.
Yeah.
So, even though we suck and we lost.
Yeah, did we end up losing that game?
Yeah, it was like 7-3 or something like that.
To who? Do you remember?
Mississippi State.
Our parents went there.
Yeah.
So
It was cool though, like homecoming game, and
Mhm.
he like has a red Bronco, so like we parked at Drake Field, all got in the Bronco, like top down. It was cool. Like, in the
Dang.
flight suit, I was like, this is like Top Gun vibes.
Dude,
Yeah.
pilots get so much respect, dude.
Yeah.
We had
There's
like
just-
a Airbnb like right behind the stadium, and we just like walked down in our flight suits, and like it was cool. And then like I still had like my knife in my pocket because I didn't think about it. You know? Like walked in, like we all had like a beer in our hand, and like went through the metal detector, and like everything started going. They're like, "Oh, we don't care.
Don't worry about it."
I was like,
Not in
yes.
Arkansas.
Yeah,
Let's
not in
go.
Arkansas. Like this is probably the only place you can do that.
Yeah. Let's freaking go.
And so what, was it like a perfectly sunny day? Was it day game or night game?
It was a day game, yeah.
So does the weather, I mean, Fayetteville
Yeah.
can obviously get pretty beautiful, but
Yeah, so we just like we practiced the day before or whatever, and then during it or whatever, we were just like in holding patterns, just hanging out.
Mhm.
And then there's a guy that was like on top of the stadium, or like he wasn't really on the top, but like nosebleeds or whatever.
Okay.
Had a radio talking to us. It was like another pilot that
Yeah.
just wasn't on the flight or whatever, and he's like, "All right, you're gonna speed it up. You need to speed it up." And then the guy like sang it a little bit fast, and he's like, "All right, like full throttle."
Holy
and he's just like. we
That's
just
gotta
went over it.
be
It was cool.
really challenging to fly over a ton of
yeah,
people.
well, yeah, you got to
Yeah.
time it perfectly.
Yeah, timing. Yeah, TOT, time on target. So you have to be like perfect.
Yeah.
And they give you like a time and everything, but like it's a lot of like uncontrollables, right? So like someone could sing it faster, the band could play a little bit faster today, or
Dang.
maybe they don't start on time, so now everything's backed up, and then you got to try to slow down. So
Gotta
I
be
mean,
adaptable.
I love flyovers. I think it's one of the most like patriotic freaking moments. And we've been
Yeah.
lucky to go to a few different sporting events where they've had, and definitely in college too, but it's like when you can hear it, and it's like everyone starts looking up in
Yeah.
the sky, and then it's just this, you know, I
Yeah.
mean, that's like, you get goosebumps, dude,
Yeah.
and chills.
the comments on the videos and stuff are always really funny though, because they're like, we shouldn't be spending tax dollars on that. I was like,
yeah.
dude, we're gonna burn the money. We're gonna burn the gas anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Good
we're-
training. It's
Yeah,
training
we're still doing.
experience.
Yeah, we're still doing training, and then we're just gonna go fly by. And it's like that is training. Like we're doing a time on target type of thing. Like it's all good skills to use, you know. Another cool, funny thing about that, or my units, like we do lot of flyovers. And there's a lot of Aggies in my squadron.
Mhm.
And we did like an Aggie game. I wasn't on this one,
Oh,
but they like flew too low.
too
So
low.
I'll have to show y'all the video later. But it was awesome though, because like, dude, like A&M, that's like
Yeah, that stadium.
they love the military.
Yeah.
So they're like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, brother. Like that was so close. And then some people in the comments like, yikes. Like people that know, because you
close.
can't fly like below 1,000 feet from like
Mm.
an obstruction or building or whatever. And I think they were like right there or a little bit
Dang.
under.
So the fans
I don't
got a
wanna-
treat, but they
yeah.
got maybe scolded
Yeah.
a little bit for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get busy to pull that one up. See the
Yeah.
clip of that.
There's another one. It was
Yeah.
actually in Tennessee. It was a C-130. They had the ramp open in the back, like with a flag, but they like flew into the stadium, like Tennessee Titans game. Like it's
What?
insane.
They flew down into it.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's pretty
we
much in
could
the
get that
stadium.
pulled up.
What?
It's like it's
Dang, I should have gone to that game instead.
yeah.
Let's see
It
all the
was
shitty
insane.
ones.
Because that could go so south, right? If they clip the top of the stadium.
Dude, I don't.
Has that happened before?
I hope not. I hope
Yeah.
not.
What's like?
But since that game, like, there's been a lot more like restrictions. It's really hard to do a flyover now.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because there's like, this is like basic pilot stuff. But there's like 5 hazardous attitudes or whatever, and ego is one of them. So it's kind of like that ego type of thing. Like, your family's in the crowd, you want to make everyone proud, and like, hell yeah, I love America.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, me too. But like, you don't do that because that's then you put yourself in a safety risk, right? So
I could see that being bad.
yeah.
So you said what? 5
Yeah,
hazardous.
there's like 5 hazardous attitudes. I don't remember all of them, but
Is that
I know ego's
something
one
that
of
like the
them.
military
Ego.
coined and came up with? Interesting.
Yeah, it's-
ego. That's pretty powerful.
Yeah,
Be a robot. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. It's just like, hey, am I doing this for the right reason? You know?
Interesting.
That's a good point. So you've literally been to over 29 countries, territories: Iraq, Egypt, UAE, Saudi, Qatar,
Yeah.
Syria, Cuba, all these places.
Yeah, I count the airports though. Hey, so
Yeah.
just like you know, count the airports.
We'll get into that, but I guess we could start at the genesis of like what made you want to join the Texas Air National Guard, and why that specifically did that intrigue you?
Yeah. I'll say it was definitely my uncle that played a part in. I don't know if y'all know TJ Bearden. He's my cousin.
Okay.
He was
Oh,
like
that-
a couple
yeah,
years
that name
older than
sounds
us.
familiar.
He went
It
to
does sound familiar.
Martin and PCA. So like yeah, there where he was in the military, he still is. He was a loadmaster on a C-130, like the position that I had, just in the Marine Corps.
Mm-hmm.
And then his dad was in the Texas Air National Guard.
Okay.
He was a Marine too, and then he went to the Texas Air National Guard. And I grew up like hanging out with him and stuff, and I'd go like to the base and like go to the Christmas parties, see Santa get out of the plane, stuff like that. I was like, oh, that stuff is really cool.
Yeah.
I never thought I could do it because I didn't know, you know,
Interesting.
because I like grew up with my mom and my sister and stuff, and I was like, dude, I don't, you know,
Yeah.
it's like I didn't understand that I was capable of getting there until I got to that point, you know, and I was like, this seems pretty cool.
Okay.
I started talking to my uncle, and he's like, yeah, Houston, like you could do this for sure.
Yeah.
Like I could see it, you know. He's like, I don't think you're a Marine. you don't have the vibe. I was like, okay, fair. Yeah. Because they're just very like, yeah, stoic, I would say. I think Calvin said that, like very stoic and like a certain purpose, and also like a lot of, I kind of think in my opinion, it's like a lot of the guys, like my cousin, like they needed that strength and like a certain direction to put it like instill into them.
Sure.
I didn't think I needed that, you know. I was put together and stuff. I still needed a purpose and everything, and figure out like what I wanted to do. But you know, I was good at making good decisions for the most part, a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You know.
And you mentioned like the ASVAB, like getting the 77 on the first go around.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
I should have studied more, but yeah.
yeah, I mean, the
Yeah.
thing is, you had a certain intellect for kind of.
Yeah, I was just
the path.
naturally, I guess, good at that. And
Yeah.
now that I'm trying, I'm like, oh wow, this is cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Like I probably should have tried earlier.
Hey,
I could have got here a couple years earlier, but
it's all the path, man.
Yeah, but the
Everyone's got a path.
guard is like no one knows about it. I feel like, because people always go active duty, especially when they're young. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's like what they see. Like when you look on TV and you see a commercial, it's always like join the Air Force. It's not like Texas Air National Guard, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
I had to look it up. I kind of didn't know about it either. but-
I've noticed that they do have a lot, or they're more visible now. Like if you watch like there's like a couple UFC fights I saw. There's like Texas Air National Guard.
Oh,
Or
for
it was
real?
like or Air National Guard. It's not
Yeah.
Texas, just Air National Guard. And then if you like watch a Rangers game, I think they have something like in left field, and then like their like pictures for the games have like Texas Air National Guard in the corner.
Oh wow, so
Or,
getting some
Interesting.
good publicity.
yeah, so I'm like, that's pretty cool. Because I think another cool thing about it is like you're a civilian as well as like a military member, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So you can kind of have like a duality thing if you
Yeah.
can handle it. Some people can't, or some people are like, hey, it's too much right now. Like I'm gonna work more on this part of my life.
So you have
know?
flexibility to
Yeah.
kind of follow what you want
Yeah, 100%.
a little bit more. Was that one of the things that made you gravitate towards it? Was the flexibility?
Yeah. So initially, actually, I wanted to join the Coast Guard
Oh, dude, that stuff's scary.
because I always thought flying and stuff was cool, and I always thought like being a bush pilot would be cool in Alaska. When I was like in
Yeah.
high school, I just like, dude, that seems so cool.
That'd be
Go live in
sick.
the mountains. And, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Be with the wolves.
Yeah, be with the wolves. You know? Texas is so flat. But
Yeah.
then they're like, yeah, you can leave in 2 weeks. 'Cause, like I did the ASVAB or whatever, got like a 78, and they're like, yeah, you can leave in 2 weeks. And I was like, okay, what job am I gonna do? And they're like, well, there's these
Figure it
open ones,
out.
but we don't know. Like, yeah, figure it out basically. And I was like, that's kind of scary. That's a
Yeah.
big change. Yeah, I was talking to my uncle and stuff, and he's like, yeah, come up here. And I like showed up. It's like very family oriented, the Guard, I feel like. And I just talked to this old dude for like 2 hours and he just started telling me stories.
Yeah.
He just started talking to me, and he's like, yeah, I was a load master. And he's like, I did all this stuff, and I was like, dude, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
a cool life. And then they like interviewed me actually, because they're like, we don't actually have a spot open right now.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that was a tactic or something,
Interesting.
because they said they had like three other guys or whatever, and then it was like what was it, Chief McGurk just sat there, and he was like the chief of the loadmaster section.
Mm-hmm.
And I just talked to him like, hey, this is what I want to do. Like I want to go to college. Like I still have aspirations that like outside of this.
Yeah.
This is something that's gonna like help me like make money, have good experiences, surround myself with like really cool people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I didn't have that. I was kind of like hanging out by myself, trying to figure it out. And yeah, so I was like, this is pretty cool.
Dude, I mean, that sounds awesome. And honestly, like the places you've been, people you've made relationships with, yeah, it's like, it's a good path. Like, I think more people, I'm glad this
Yeah.
interview is happening. But so when did you end up going to, is it BMT, basic minimum training?
Basic military training.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, BMT. So that's like boot camp. You can call it
Okay.
boot camp.
Standard boot
Yeah,
camp.
we just use acronyms, you know, just to confuse you. I don't know. Yeah, that's just boot camp.
What was that like for you?
Yeah, so I actually joined like December 2017, and then I was in the DEP program, which I think Calvin talked about. It's like delayed enlistment program or
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
So I was doing that for like 10 months. So it was like it was slower. It wasn't like 2 weeks and you're gonna like change your whole life right now. It was like,
Okay.
all right, you're gonna leave in 10 months.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna show up once a month and like kind of learn like all the different parts of the base and like what people do here, and like what's like we're gonna show you how to march before you go and like
There
stuff
you
like
go.
that. Like I was like, oh, this is pretty nice. Like I can
Yeah.
dip my toes in the water and stuff, you know.
That is good.
And like then I went to like TCC at that time. Like I did 2 semesters, like hung out, and then like I could just kind of get prepared. So when I did show up to boot camp, I would have it was like an easier transition, you know.
That makes a lot of
Because they try to like do the shock and awe where like they like Calvin was saying, buzz your head or whatever.
Yeah.
And, like call your mom, and they're like start yelling at you right after. Like the shock and awe, it's like you're here now.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I know that. Like I want to be here. So
Yeah.
just make me better, you know. I'm here to learn. That's my perspective. But
So there's none of that for you. That
There's
like
still,
show
like-
up on the bus, like
yeah, that's still there, but that didn't really affect me.
that didn't rattle you or anything.
'Cause I was
That's
like,
good.
yeah, this is the military. I hope they're like this, you know.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's also, I don't know, like Air Force BMT is a lot different than what he went through. But it's like 9.5 weeks, I believe.
Okay.
I think I went during the holiday, so it was a little different because the instructors get to go home and stuff. Obviously, for like I think they went home for like a day.
Okay.
But yeah, honestly, I don't remember much about it besides a lot of classroom stuff. Honestly. and
Oh,
marching.
really?
Yeah, for the Air Force.
That's what Calvin said. It was like the drill stuff, like
Yeah.
the formations. That was
Yeah.
like did that a lot.
Yeah, and it makes sense because it's teaching you like how to work together with all these people, as well as just like being very precise and like building good habits, you know. For like, I guess I don't think I'm a type A type of person, but I guess I am. But I feel like if you weren't type A, you'd kind of start like just having more structure and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like instilling that in you and like showing like, hey, if we like set these goals every day, like we're gonna march and do this and slowly progress and get better and better and better, and you can slowly start seeing it getting better over like a week. You're like, wow, in 3 weeks I'm gonna be doing this. Like this is insane, you know.
Do you feel like everyone should go through that? You know, get your life in order, make your bed.
I mean, it's like
I
the
don't know.
meticulous habits.
Yeah.
I remember there's this like famous video. I don't know if it was an Air Force guy. It may have been like a Navy captain. And it's like, make your bed first thing in the morning.
Oh yeah,
And
he did
just-
the UT
yes.
commencement speech.
Yeah. And,
2018.
it's just like a simple getting your day started with a win with something positive and,
Yeah.
building on those things. Cause
Yeah.
I think that's definitely a huge draw of the military. And you kind of alluded to that earlier. You had your shit in order. There's some people who don't. And like, well, in order to get my shit together, I kind of need someone to tell me what to do and have that structure and system and requirement.
Mm-hmm.
So did you have to go to like a recruiter to get this whole conversation started? Is like online application?
Yeah, I went to recruiter. The only thing is they're like, yeah, you can be like a crew chief or something. And I was like, I don't want to be a crew like mechanic, which like, hey, if any of my boys are
No
watching,
disrespect.
I love
No
y'all.
disrespect.
I love y'all. But I was like, I don't want to be a crew chief, man. I
Nope.
want to be a load master because I want to go hang out with the pilots.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
So
So what?
He knew that. You knew that from the beginning.
like, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I could do it. I didn't know if
Yeah.
I like, because I was like, dude, like I was like 3.5 GPA in high school. It's like, that's good, but it's not the best. I know.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like good.
Yeah.
But I realized like hanging out with the pilots, I was like, a lot of these guys, like, you don't have to be the smartest person. You just have to be like super disciplined, always willing to learn, like get like every day, like flying, like you're learning it every day. You're
Yeah.
learning something new because you're always in a different situation, like different weather, whatever, like whatever's going on. And then the personal side of stuff too, like having a crew, like understanding your people and the roles that everyone's going to play, stuff like that.
Dude.
So
Yeah.
So
Sorry, I interrupted.
well, no, you're good. I read a lot about
Yeah.
what a load master is, but could you just kind of share with us and with
Yeah.
everyone, like, what is a load master? What are your roles and responsibilities? Like,
Yeah.
how is it all coming together with, your role?
yeah, so I was on a C-130. First I was on the H model, and then the Texas Air National Guard K Granger representative got us some J's. So we have J models now. There's like, I think 4 of them are new and 4 of them were like a couple thousand
I
hours
need to
on
see
them.
a
So, like,
picture
pretty
of one of
new
these.
airplanes.
Yes.
Are we
Busy,
able to
could
pull
we-
up a C-130H airplane, please?
Is this like the same as like the AC-130?
No.
No. Okay. 'Cause
We were
It's really
talking about
confusing
it.
when you talk to people too, because it's like, yeah, I fly on a C-130, and they're like,
Yeah.
an AC-130.
Oh.
I'm like, no, a C-130.
They're like, oh, not the good one.
Yeah.
Just Did you play a lot of Call of Duty or stuff growing up?
I think the TV's off.
A little bit. I play a little bit, yeah, but I do explain that sometimes to like when I meet someone or whatever, and they start talking to me about it. I'm like, when you like kill like 6 people and then you get the care package that comes in, that
Yeah.
plane that drops the care package, that's what
That's
I fly
what I'm
in.
doing.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm the AC-130 inbound.
We
Yeah.
love those care packages. Get us back.
Is there, I mean, I guess, are all those like the planes that they have in there and the guns, like that's all real shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Or
do you
most of it.
mean?
Hey,
Is it
Call of
real?
Duty, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, they had
Oh, in
like
Call
the
of
new
Duty.
one.
I was like,
Yeah, like in
I
all the
don't-
new ones.
I honestly
and-
haven't played it in a long time, but I know I think most of the guns are real. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not like just making stuff
Yeah.
up or
Yeah.
planes or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what you
Yeah,
were in.
that's-
right?
So that's a Mama. That's a big plane there.
That's Mama
Yeah.
Bird.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen one of those in a flyover in Nashville. Those spinners look familiar.
There's I think there's a C1 or maybe C-17s in Tennessee. I can't remember.
That's a huge plane.
So that's the H right there. What's the difference between the C-130H and C-130J?
Yeah, it's actually it's the H model is a little bit shorter. So there's 6 POW positions, and then the J has
Oh, yeah.
8,
Okay.
so you can hold more cargo. And then it's everything else is basically like there's computers and stuff on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes out like 2 crew positions. So like on the H model, you'd have a big crew. You'd have 2 pilots. You can do 2 loads, sometimes 1, and then you'd have a navigator and a flight engineer.
Wow.
So that one's dropping cargo right there. Is that like
Yeah, those
what
are like
it?
CDS bundles. I've done that.
So those things hit the earth. They just hit, or is there
They got
parachutes on
it
them?
looks like they got parachutes
Oh,
on
okay.
them. How heavy is all that stuff? I mean, what's the load capacity of a C-130?
It depends because how much fuel you're gonna carry, and like obviously more fuel, less cargo, because you can only hold so much stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like 50,000 pounds if you didn't have a lot of fuel.
That's badass.
That was sweet.
But it's more like like there's limiting factors and stuff, and a lot of it is like there's dual rails that are like in the cargo compartment, like how much force it can provide, or like G's it can handle and stuff like that. And then like there's like restraint criteria,
Dude.
all that stuff, which out my head right
Very
now. Trying to be a
technical.
pilot, but yeah, there's like 3 G's forward, I think 2 back, 1.5 aft, or 1.5 aft up, and then 2 vertical, something like that.
Interesting.
But the H is like basically the old school thing. Like our planes were like 80s and stuff, and now we have like new planes, which is really cool. Like I'm gonna get the opportunity, in the future to go fly those, which is pretty cool.
That's
like
gonna be
a couple
awesome.
years,
That's
So do they? That one's got like a different paint pattern on it. Does that actually happen where they paint these things differently, or have like?
All of ours are just like that gray color.
Yeah.
I think that's just like heritage. But a cool thing that we have done in the past is we do like the Normandy, like D-Day flyover, my unit. And we do like the victory stripes, so like the black stripes. I don't know if y'all can pull that up. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Look up like C-130J and like invasion stripes.
That's just already sounds insane.
God, I'm
Like,
ready.
dude, that'd be really cool.
C-130J, what do you say? Invasion stripes?
Yeah.
Sick.
Let's see this.
Maybe it's too deep of a cut.
No, I'll get the Google search.
But yeah, the J model, so there's only pilots and loadmasters because computers took away 2 jobs, We're
Oh,
experiencing that
no.
too. Yeah.
The AI's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those right there.
Yeah.
The stripes.
Yeah. Like those are invasion stripes, yeah. And then like we put them on our plane.
Oh wow.
So that's how you knew, like, I guess in World War II they did that to show like, hey, like don't shoot me, I'm a friendly, like the invasion stripes.
Oh wow.
Because like people on the ground didn't know all the time, I guess, that we have air power in the sky coming.
Yeah.
So like, hey, don't shoot at me, I have these stripes.
I wish they would have put those on those drones out in New Jersey.
Dang. Yeah, that's insane.
All right, let's
Yeah,
get
it's just
back on
cool
track
heritage.
here. So real quick, like, what was your favorite part of the basic military training? What was your
Yeah,
least
people
favorite?
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
it's
mean-
like you have all these, like the people that like you're like, dang, I can tell you're like the funny kid in high school. Like
Yeah.
now you're here, and like you need people like that too, because like they're fun.
Yeah.
They're
Keep it
fun.
light.
They'll have a good we'll keep it light though. They have a good time. And then there's like this one guy that was in my flight, because there's about 50 people in each flight. He was like 36,
what?
like towards the cutoff of like enlisting. He just always wanted to enlist and like serve, which was like cool, man.
That's
But he
awesome.
owned like a bunch of Jimmy Johns.
Oh really?
And he's like a dad, and I was like, dude. And then there's this guy who's like 18 from South Dallas in my class, and I was like, this
Wow.
is crazy. Like this is America, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's so cool, man. Sheesh.
and like all these people have to live together in this tiny little spot with our beds, and like do all these tiny monotonous things, like roll our socks perfectly and all that stuff, the attention to detail stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just really funny.
Yeah.
Like hanging out with these people. It's like, how did we end up together?
Was that part challenging for you, the little detail stuff, or was like the training more challenging? What was a big challenge that you faced during that training period?
I guess like just being away, honestly. That's
away
hard.
from family and
Yeah, that's
yeah.
pretty hard. And like not being able to talk to them,
yeah.
But then you have to like, which I've learned just like being an aircrew member and stuff, and like when I'm an officer, like you gotta take care of those people. Like when we show up to the hotel, like don't go hang out in your room, like like meet downstairs in 20 minutes. We're about to go do something fun. This
Yeah.
is your family, bro. Like
That's
road
awesome.
trip. Like
Yeah.
get in the van. we're gonna go sit somewhere and hang out. And
That's like
eventually,
the camaraderie of it all.
Yeah, exactly. You just gotta embrace it and get together and hang out and take care of each other.
That's awesome, man. All right,
Yeah.
transitioning to, did you go to aircraft fundamentals?
Yeah,
Is that-
aircrew fundies. Once you like graduate BMT, so now I'm an airman, right? I started
Okay.
at the lowest rank. I was an airman basic, so like E1, like low to low.
Yeah.
Because like
The
my
peasant.
unit, like I said, didn't actually have a slot. Because I was like, dude, I have like 40 hours in college already. I'm like, and apparently if you have like 35 or whatever, you should get A1C, which is like E3, which is more money. And
They
I was
didn't
like,
have a
dude, I
spot.
want that. And they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, sorry, if you want to be a loadmaster, like it's gonna be airman basic. And I was like, well, it's worth it.
Yeah.
I know. I don't want to go be a crew chief and be an A1C just because I'm higher rank. Like, who cares? The job's more important than the money factor of it. And if you join, you probably shouldn't join for the money in the first place.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Have like a good purpose and stuff. That's more important.
That you mentioned, like the title was like, it's about the job. It's like what I want to do.
Yeah,
I want to be a
exactly.
loadmaster. I
Yeah.
don't care about having a higher title now.
Yeah,
Because I know where I'm
Yeah, I was
gonna
like,
go.
it'll come. Like, eventually, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
What is the hierarchy of like superiors in the Air Force
Yeah, so like
or the National Guard?
the enlisted structure, which it's Air National Guard is just like my subsect. It's still the Air Force. Like
Okay.
I'm still Air Force.
Okay.
It's just like my little subsect where I live. But yeah, it's like your enlisted structure. So it's like E1 to E9. The highest E9 is like that. So that's a chief.
Mm.
So that's like a guy who's been around for a long time, very wise, like knows everything, takes care of the people,
Yeah.
type of stuff. More like strategy, like E1 to E3 is more like you're learning your place and stuff and like learning the role. And like E3 to E6, I would say is like more specialized. Like they know they're experts at their job. I would
Okay.
say they're the experts at the job, like doing the mission and like,
Yeah.
or they might be instructors. When E6 to E9, they're also instructors too, but they kind of leave that. They're really good at their job, and now they're taking care of the people and like more strategy type things. And then there's like the O side, which so now I'm like an O1. So there's O1 to O9. So now I'm the lowest. So
Yeah.
I'm back on the totem pole. But it's kind of cool because like I was an E6, so I was like getting really good at being a loadmaster and stuff. Obviously, they knew I wanted to pursue the flying stuff, so I didn't get to be an instructor or anything. Because it wouldn't have been worth it for them to like send me to school and come back and leave. You know?
Yeah. Makes sense.
But now I get to be like the guy at the bottom again, just like having fun learning. So I'm like, heck yeah, dude, I get to do it twice. Like, it's pretty cool.
Get over here, Rook.
Yeah, yeah. I just get to show up and sit like be a co-pilot and be like, hey guys, what's up? So that's kind of cool.
Okay, so you finished up the what'd you call it? Aircraft fundies?
Yeah, aircrew fundamentals. So
You finished that up.
yeah, so that was in San Antonio. That's where BMT is too.
Okay.
So that Lackland Air Force Base.
San Antonio.
San Antonio, yeah, which is cool. So
Good
not too
stuff.
far away from Texas or from Dallas.
Yeah.
And all that. And
That
then,
had to have been nice. Staying
it
a
was
little
nice.
bit local.
yeah, and then
little bit.
like also being like aircrew member, every test you do, you have to get an 85. So that was my first experience of that. I was like, oh dang, like they expect excellence here, like which
Yeah.
makes sense, because it's a hard job.
Love to hear that.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah. So did that, and then I was like, dude, I didn't realize how much school I was going to be doing, but because now it's my life, Yeah.
You thought you were gonna.
Yeah. Well, I just didn't realize. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess that was me not actually thinking about it. Just be like, yeah, I'm gonna get in this plane and fly. It's cool. Like, not think about all the hard work that goes into it, up to it.
Sounds like
But
a
yeah.
lot.
But yeah, they basically teach you like the phonetic alphabet and stuff like that, and just like so like Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
Oh
yeah.
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 That's a power move, calling one of those out. Reading license plates or something.
Yeah. Yeah, all that nonsense. And then I honestly don't remember else what they taught me there, but yeah. But there's like the alpha tree, which is all these a lot of acronyms and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like basically AFSCs, which is like Air Force Specialty Codes. That's your job. Like other like
Oh.
the Marine Corps is like MOS.
Yeah.
And then like we use AFSC.
Yes.
So then like it was like a 1 Alpha 2X1 is a loadmaster, and there's all these other aviation. I know.
Dude, you gotta be.
There's all these
on
other.
Is
your
there like
stuff.
a chart of these that you get, like a pamphlet?
No, they just are like, dude, you know it, or you just
Gotta
dumb, and you
memorize
just figure
it?
it out, yeah, or they just haze you.
Yeah.
But because there's like linguist that I went to school with for that, which is really cool. It's a really cool job in the Air Force.
Interesting.
Their training's like 2 years long, and I think they go like depends what language I guess you're learning, and they're like gonna fly on like an airplane and like decipher stuff, or they could go to like a special operations type thing and go work with people on the ground, and like that's really cool.
That is pretty cool.
And you can be like an enlisted person, so you don't even need a degree.
Wow.
Because like that's the like unless you can be enlisted and have a degree, but most people like join when they're younger and
and work through.
Yeah, work through it. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like you're on the ground in like Iraq and you're helping the friendlies over there, something like that.
Yeah, which I think a lot of people think like people that join like if they're enlisted or stuff or whatever, they're like not the most intelligent or whatever, like they should join the military or whatever. It's like, dude, linguists are very smart. Like a lot of these jobs, I was like, dude, these guys are like geniuses. Like I'm just like gonna show up and like make sure the pilots have coffee and like do the weight and balance and hang out when we're in the air. Like
they're the smart guys over there.
Those are the smart guys, man. But then there's like gunners. I don't remember what type of airplane they fly on. But like linguists, gunners, us. Then there's like flight attendants. For like really fancy airplanes like in DC,
Jeez.
Which people like to make fun of Loadmaster and like, y'all are flight attendants too. Like, no, we're not. That's like the thing. And then like there's boom operators, which they fly like on tankers and they like aim the thing at the jet, to fuel it. Like
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, so you could be like 20 years old and be doing that.
Because they refill those midair.
Yeah.
Have you,
I might need to see this pulled up if we can.
Like a KC-135
refuel.
KC-135, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like something's like putting a hose on a.
Is it like the little fish that swims behind the shark?
There you go.
Oh, like that one right there.
Yeah, so there's like a guy in there. I don't know if
that job's got to be hard.
Yeah,
that's scary.
But you can be like 20 years old doing that, like and like sticking into a jet.
Yeah.
So it's that little
that's
thing.
So cool.
Kind of looks like a stinger on like a bug.
Yeah.
So wait, where would the human being be in this picture? Like, are they?
I know there's like multiple different types of tankers in our fleet, like KC-10s, KC-135s, KC-46. Some of them like you sit down or you lay down in, like on your stomach, and like aim like that. And then some have like a chair and you sit in. I don't know which ones are which, but.
Whoa.
I think it'd probably be better to sit down or lay down. I don't know.
I don't know.
But
I don't want to try it. But.
That might be uncomfortable.
What is Air Force One? What type of plane is that?
Dude, I think it's like a 737.
Oh, really?
I don't know though.
It looks
That's a good question.
Yeah, because that's a big ass plane too, right?
Yeah,
those are huge.
I think that's something that I definitely learned a lot more of. So I went to the USS Midway in San Diego, and being able to like sit in some of these planes, fighter jets and whatever, you kind of realize like the scale of truly how big some of these machines are.
Yeah.
And even the freaking carrier, dude. Like, have you ever been on a carrier?
Yeah. In Hawaii,
those are like insane. I mean, it's crazy to think that we can build something like that floats on the water.
Yeah.
What is it like being on a
it's like a city, literally.
What is the landing process? Because I mean, you got a pretty short runway, on a carrier ship, right?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. That's Navy stuff. I don't know, man.
That's gotta be difficult. Very difficult.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you, because we were trying to talk about, I'm sure it was probably part of your onboarding, but like some of the rituals of the Air Force. Whether you guys have like a saying or.
Like Air Force culture.
Yeah, Air Force culture.
Yeah. I would say just Air Force in general, like people do like patches, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I do it just because it's a thing, but I don't really care necessarily. Yeah. I just do it because it's like the joy I see in other people. Because a lot of the time, like I've done a lot of air shows and stuff, and obviously like I'm wearing a flight suit. Like someone will come up to you and start talking to you and be like, "Think you're a pilot?" And I'm like, "I'm not a pilot. I'm just a loadmaster." They'll either walk away or then they're actually in shit. Okay, cool. And I'm like, appreciate that.
Interesting.
And then they're like, hey, like, do you want to trade a patch? I'm like, sure, man. I'll just trade him a patch.
Really?
And then I have a bunch of patches now.
Hey, that's
so like you give away one
of
yours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like there's like one that I've had my whole career. I just keep because it's got like torn up and stuff. I think it looks cool, and like,
Yeah.
I want to put it in my shadow box someday, along the road. But like I'll get a new one, a fresh one. Just go, like they're like $10. Go buy one and just have two and just like trade them with a cute kid I meet or whatever.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
'Cause who knows what
Yeah.
that impact for him? He's gonna remember, and he's gonna be like, "Remember that pilot?" I was like, "Yes."
Yeah, maybe
he thinks
that's-
I'm a pilot.
maybe
he
that's
thinks
a-
I'm a pilot. Yes. And
Remember
then,
that
Yeah,
pilot.
then he'll be a pilot someday. Or
Nice. Yeah,
or
that is
she,
cool.
Something like that.
Affecting the youth, man.
Yeah.
That's big. Okay, so let's get into the survival, evasion, resistance, and escape training, SERE. So that's also in San Antonio, or is that?
No, so they used to have a portion because there's also water survival tied into that.
Oh Lord.
And like parachute jump training something like that. Parachute training. It used to be in Florida,
Okay.
and then just the water survival, and then you go up to Spokane, Washington. But the whole thing was in Washington for me.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I got to live in Spokane for like 3 months.
I heard it's beautiful there.
Yeah, I was there during the winter.
Oh god.
So that
Blizzards.
Yeah.
That's some survival
It was-
right there.
It was cold. it was not fun. But
Not
hey,
us Texas boys. We don't like the cold too much.
Yeah.
yeah, don't do well.
That's crazy. Okay, so I read a little bit about this training designed to teach aircrew members and other high risk of capture personnel how to survive if they're down behind enemy lines, taken prisoner, or isolated in a hostile environment. I mean, that's where the rubber meets the road there. That sounds like that's real.
Yeah, it is. And it's pretty cool how it's all like obviously simulated stuff, but they can make it feel real,
Really?
which is, I think, really insane. Like our military and stuff, like I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Like we're really good at this. Like really good at like training
simulating
people.
like
Yeah.
simulating events like this.
Yeah.
Could
Some
you-
of the stuff I can't talk about just because it's like secret stuff, but I can
Okay.
talk like some stories.
Sure.
But yeah, so it's like I think it's like I was there for like 3 months, but it's actually like a month long. Actually, I was like waiting training, and then so at first it's like class portion, so you're learning, you're just in there, but the thing is it's all secret, so you can't really like write stuff down.
No way.
Well, they're like, hey, this portion is secret, so just memorize it for like when you actually have to do stuff. And I'm like, dude, like you're about to show me like 100 slides, like I have to remember all this.
Oh my gosh.
But some stuff you could write down and like get ready, and then they would. So like you start doing that every day or whatever, and then they would do like little breakout sessions where it'd be like a simulated event would happen, or you'd go to like breakout room or whatever, and something would happen, but it's like televised like this, and like
You can
then
watch
you can watch
back.
it, and then you break out like, hey, what tactic could they have used to like avoid that or whatever, So it was pretty interesting.
I watched. Have you ever seen? What's the show? It's slipping my mind. Special Forces.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So they do at
Yeah,
the end of it an
Some of that stuff reminds
interrogation.
me of. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
that's kind of the vibe a little bit,
Interesting.
but worse.
What is special? I haven't seen that. What is that?
They do this like intense special forces training, like
Yeah.
celebrities go.
Oh,
Like Dwight
okay.
Howard,
Yeah,
Danny
I know what you're talking
Amendola.
about. They're like
It's a really good show. I love it.
hanging on to helicopters that are flying over water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's an interrogation part at the end, and Cam Newton was on it,
Yeah.
and he's like being all smug to the interrogator,
Dude,
and like he's making a
cannot
mistake.
do that, dude. You gotta humanize yourself. Like, hey, I'm just a bro, man.
Yeah, I'm a human,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
like
you have family. You got anybody?
Yeah.
You an uncle or something?
Yeah.
I'm an uncle too, man.
So you connect with the person.
Yeah, I mean that's a tactic. I would say.
Secretive. We
Yeah.
don't talk about
What
it.
I guess, yeah. So if you were being interrogated, how do you go about that without sharing, our government secrets?
I don't know if I can, honestly.
Okay.
Like, is there a strategy? Does it
I don't
vary
remember
person
what's
to
secret
person?
and what isn't, so I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. All right.
Fair game. Fair
Um,
game.
But the cool thing about that is, so then you do like breakout sessions, and then you go out to the field, and apparently they don't do it anymore. It's not as long, but we got to like live out in the woods for a week.
Oh, wow.
So, and I was there it was February, so it was
Oh.
like still snowy and everything. So we had like bunny boots, like these huge rubber boots and stuff, just clonking through
Yeah.
everything, and like, but you're actually doing like land nav, like navigation stuff, like using maps and everything. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Real life survival. Like
Just like setting up camps and
food and water.
MREs
Yeah, so you got 2 MREs, so you had a ration.
for the day.
Yeah, or no, for the week.
2 MREs for the week.
Yeah.
So that's
the
not
week.
really any food.
Our
Correct.
macros aren't being hit.
Yeah, I mean,
Correct. Well, it's survival. And then you got like iodine tablets
okay.
because
Okay.
you're drinking water from streams,
Yeah.
stuff like that. I don't remember how, like, you also, SERE specialists, those are like the instructors there.
Mhm.
They're enlisted. I would say they're the most, like, tactical and like informative instructors like I've ever had.
Wow.
The best. And they're like 22 or whatever, you know? And they're just like jacked, like, and they hike, they live in the woods. Like,
Oh, God.
I don't know how often they go out, but like at least once a week or once a month.
That's crazy.
I'm like, these guys are just, they're like David Goggins. Like dude,
Let's
these are
go.
him. They're not David Goggins, but like it's the vibe. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, these guys are cool. Like,
Cameron
there's,
Hayes.
yeah, it's like these guys are beasts.
Yeah.
And,
Just like not stopping.
yeah, and they're like, yeah, you can eat
analyzing
those, you
everything.
can eat those, like those berries type of thing. And I'm like,
That's
how do you know all
crazy.
this,
Dude.
And just like these are different ways to like build fires, and like this is how you build like a fire and like have minimal smoke, and like dig a hole in the ground, like have a hole off to the side so like you can, they don't see the fumes coming
That's
up or whatever,
next level.
stuff like that.
Stuff you would probably never really think of.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, this is cool. Like,
So do you
That's
feel more
badass.
prepared if you were to get lost in the woods? You think
Yes.
you could survive?
yeah, I think so.
I mean, that's a great
I think
skill
I
to
could.
have. Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I
you've
can build a
been through the
fire.
training,
I know
yeah.
how to tie a bunch of knots. You know, hopefully if I have string, I can do something. Loadmasters have to tie a lot of knots. So
Really?
yeah, SERE guys are really good at tying knots. Loadmasters really good at tying knots. So when we got there, like
Nuts.
I think we had 550 cord, and then you have like a tarp that you put over your bag as like a shell, and then you make it into like a little thing to like
Okay.
live in.
Like a shelter.
You like make a little bed of sticks and stuff, and sleep in that, and like hang stuff to the tree and
Man,
live under
that's-
that. Yeah.
Okay, so then lighting a fire, people like think it's kind of easy. Like, I mean, it's hard to do.
Yeah,
Even
it's
like when it's
very hard to
completely
do.
dry.
Yeah, yeah. That,
You
that,
have a
that was
lighter.
the thing, because it was like it was snowy, so like all this, it was hard to find dry wood when we were there. But then you just like cut it and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
like lay it out and try to get it dry, and then when you build a fire, like put that wood next to it. You know, it's like Minecraft, just crafting out here.
There we go.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that type of training, I need to do some of that because hey, you never know when the grid goes down.
Yeah.
yeah. Like we do have like refresher training like every 3 years, so we have to do or something like that. But it's more over like the RT stuff, so like the resistance stuff, which I wish we did more of the survival stuff. It's
Really?
cool.
That is
Mhm.
pretty cool.
And that was like my highlight of SERE was I'm like, I'm getting paid to go like live out in the woods and like learn how to do all this stuff. Like that's so cool.
That is awesome.
And like we got to call in a helicopter. That was really cool.
Really?
Yeah. Which I don't remember how to do that because there's like this brick of a like radio and you're talking to them and stuff, and you're like trying to like call out when they're gonna turn in between the trees, like where you're at, and like how to build like something on the ground that the enemy wouldn't notice, but then like, hey, I'm over here, type of thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
There's always
So
a reason there.
and then I don't know if they always do this, but for us, for whatever reason, like we're hanging out by the fire at night or whatever. This one time, it was like towards the end when we're all together, and like the helicopter flew over and like just dropped like Twinkies out into the woods.
What?
Yeah, we're just like chasing. Like that's like my favorite memory. It's,
Get
like,
'em!
I just like remembering through the woods, like trying to find a Twinkie. I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Like,
Yeah.
what'd you learn today?
before the grizzly bear gets it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, was there you guys dealing with any animals out there?
Yeah, that we did get to kill a rabbit, which was cool.
Really?
I don't know if we actually found it because we also were trying to like, obviously, like you said, 2 MREs for a week. That's not enough. When you're hiking like 10 miles every day or whatever through mountainous terrain, carrying like a 40-pound ruck, like it's not enough. So we like set out a bunch of like snares and stuff like that, like traps, and we found a rabbit in the morning, which I don't know if looked like a pretty healthy rabbit. I don't know if that's they got like a some,
They were helping
some
you out.
backdoor deal out there or what. But yeah, I think they're helping us out for sure. And then of course they pick the person who looks the most scared to kill it.
Really?
Yeah.
Who
It was
did it?
you?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I was like, I'm good. I'm chilling.
Fine. I don't want to kill
Yeah.
that thing.
And that
But,
person's just standing over
Usually,
it. just-
usually the female in the group, you know.
Yeah.
Usually that, which is sad because she's crying, and then you're like, please don't scare the rabbit because then it's gonna like be rubbery, you know.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
basically
adrenaline.
you hold it by the legs, and then you like pet it and calm it down, and then you whack it. So it's sad. But hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And also, it's
You gotta
like,
eat.
yeah, we gotta eat, and we're gonna use
Survival.
it. You know?
Yeah.
And then
Did
like,
it taste good?
Yeah, it was.
I've never had rabbit.
Yeah, we like someone brought some bouillon cubes or whatever.
Okay.
So we made it into like a little like brothy
Oh.
type soup thing.
I bet that
pretty
was
good.
delicious.
Yeah, it was good.
When it's cold out.
But I was
too.
hungry.
Yeah.
So anything
Rabbit
can
had
be
to
good
go.
when you're hungry. And some people like kept the foot, and they like have a little foot thing, you know.
Hey,
rabbit's
keepsake.
foot. Yeah. So I didn't do that. I thought it was kind of weird, but
Too superstitious.
yeah. And then the instructor was like, "Hey, like anybody want to eat the eye, you know, and stuff like that."
Oh my! Did someone eat the eye?
Yes.
Someone ate the eye.
Yeah, I was like, "I'm good."
Did they cook it or was it raw?
No, just
Oh, slurped it
Yeah.
up.
sorry for the listeners on that one.
No, they're ready for this conversation. What about the heart? We eat the heart.
I don't remember. I think I
No.
did. I think
You
I
did?
Yeah,
You
I
got
think
that
I
one?
did.
Nice.
I'm usually pretty open to try anything once, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Say I did it, and then
Why not?
hey, keep moving.
Especially if you've traveled the. When you say it was 29.
Oh, I think over 29
Yeah, it's like
countries,
I
territories.
think I'm at 31. but
Yeah, so you've
something like
probably
that.
tried a very wide variety of foods and drinks and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Which
it's like it's part of it. It's part of the journey, right?
yeah,
You know, so got to. And then towards the end of that, like the field portion or whatever, you get a chance to like, okay, like 5 miles away, you're gonna end up here, and you have to like avoid all these people and stuff, which is like, this is cool. It's like, hey, like Rambo or something.
Yeah. I mean, what was that like trying to avoid like the enemy in that situation where what was the strategy? And
I mean, you take it serious, of course, because like some people were like not taking it serious, and like they're gonna remember that.
Mm.
Like you're in training, man. You haven't even done the worst thing yet. They're gonna remember who's like the Joker.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So I always just try to like make sure I was in the right headspace or whatever, because God forbid something happens, you know, like I want to remember that training, of course, you know, but at the same time, like have a good time and have gratitude and
Yeah.
enjoy it.
I want to ask you kind of about that too, because I know you can't speak about, some of the ways that you would deal with an interrogation from an enemy, but going through this training, you kept a straight mind. Did you kind of consider like, hey, I could be in a situation where my life's on the line?
I honestly don't know if I like fully understood that.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I was like 19. I definitely understood like, okay, this is important. Bad stuff can happen.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if definitely I was like, oh, it's never gonna happen to me, but hey, it could. Who knows? You know?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, but I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting.
Hope not. Hope not.
Okay, so get through that training. You go to Loadmaster school after that?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And what was that like for you?
Yeah. So that's in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh, sweet.
oh yeah,
yeah.
the LR.
Yeah. So that's how that kind of worked out for me. It was like, oh, I can just, because I started doing college again when I was there. They don't want you to do college like while you're in training.
Oh,
But I
okay.
just took a couple classes. I was like, I can maintain it.
Manage.
Yeah. I was like, if I can. Yeah. It's like time management. It's like, I'm just not gonna go out as much on the weekend or whatever, and I'll just study.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You had a
So
mission.
I had a goal. Yeah, I had a goal.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's gonna happen either one way or the other, you know. And all that, and then like Arkansas had a supply chain thing online, so that's what I
Okay.
did. It's like, hey, you can get the degree online. No one's ever gonna know. It's not gonna say it. You know?
No, yeah.
And then I'm where I'm at now, and I'm like, wow, I had to teach myself how to. I had to teach myself how to fly anyway, because like
Yeah.
UPT is a lot of like, we'll click the CBT, show up prepared, and execute, and then they'll tell you like what you need to do better. You know, but you have to show up like prepared. So like doing college online is the same vibe, you know. It's like,
I never thought about it like that. I always thought like, oh, it'd be better to learn in person. But you do learn a skill by, it's on you now.
yeah.
And if you really want it.
Especially as an officer, like I think that's the most important thing is to be able, like information seeking, being able to like find information that's valid and then or decipher if it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously share that with other people. But I think that's super important, you know.
Yeah.
And like flexibility too. That flexibility is key to air power. I need to say that because that's like an Air Force thing.
Let's say that one more time.
Flexibility is the key to air power. That's like
Flexibility is the key.
that's
to
like a
power.
thing. That's like an Air Force thing.
Let me take notes.
Like anytime like
Clip
you're
that.
getting ready to wait and you're hanging out and then someone's like flexibility is key to air power. Like that's
That's
what we
the
do.
mantra.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's like an Air Force culture thing. I guess the other thing Air Force people say is it's like blue skies and tailwinds, and like at the end of like a retirement ceremony or something like that,
Blue
or like
skies,
or like
tailwinds.
signing someone's like lithograph, which is like a picture of a plane that you give it to them and like thank you for your service type of thing.
That's
type
like
of
the thing.
Yeah,
That'd be a good tattoo.
which is like a classy thing, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Okay, so when you're in Loadmaster school, is this the first time you're getting up into one of those airplanes, or have you been up in one of the big
So
ones?
a lot of it is like just CBT or
really
computer-based training or PowerPoint. I'll just call it PowerPoints.
okay. So when
acronyms.
is the first time that you get up and into the C-18, 130H, or
So towards the end, I don't remember how many flights you do, but you start doing simulators and stuff like that. Just like practice because there's
really?
yeah. What it's like they're Loadmaster simulators, so they're a little different because it's like you had dual rail sections or whatever, and you had like to like control the locks because you're doing airdrop stuff. So you'll like these like the left side locks will stay in, the right side they're like a certain force applied to them when this like a pilot shoe will come out, go out of the back of the airplane, and it will overcome those locks. It'll like pull itself out, but you have to like know how to do everything, and if like emergencies happen, how to get out of it.
That's smart. So like the simulation, is it kind of like I went to Houston and I went to the NASA museum.
Yeah.
And they have like a simulated like ride in there. Is
Yeah.
it kind of like maybe like a Disney thing where it's like, you
Dude,
know what
honestly,
I'm saying?
yeah, a lot. It's very simple stuff. Yeah, it's like very
And like the thing's
chill.
shaking a little bit. It's like, all right, we're taking off.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, open the door.
yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, because we did get to do some simulators with the pilots, and it's like this huge thing you like walk into. It's like a huge box that has
Yeah.
like these actuators or whatever, like hydraulic actuators on each side, and you get in and you're like, whoa, this actually feels like I'm in a plane.
Yeah,
It's
that
pretty
is
cool.
crazy.
It's cool.
That makes sense to be comfortable in that so much before you actually get up there and the stakes are higher.
Yeah.
Were you nervous at all about actually being up there the first time? How'd you feel about it? You were excited? Yeah.
I was like, yes.
I
Like
bet
my
that was
first,
awesome.
like my first flight, they let us open the ramp and door in the back and stuff in
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas, and we're like, you have like a harness on, but like you tie yourself in. I think it's like 1073 load station. Can't remember if anybody listens to that, but you know I'm not qualified anymore. But yeah, you like hook yourself in and just hang out. It's cool. And then I was like, this is it. Like this is the dream. You know.
Dude, I'm afraid
Which
of flying.
I had a
honestly.
cool instructor though. I don't know if they always let people do that. You know.
Really?
Yeah, he was like a bro. Cause there's like a guy I've done all my training with, Gerardo Garza. Like he was in my basic class. He's in the guard with me. He went to Loadmaster school with me. I lived with him. I lived with him on the border, which we'll talk about eventually.
Oh yeah, that's next.
I lived in a hotel room with him for 6 months. I've lived with him for like 2.5 years. I've lived with him more than Carmen.
So you know this guy pretty
yeah,
well.
I've deployed with him too. And and we did our first flight together, and the guy knew. We're also like Garner and Garza, like the two G's. And then like I got to fly with him, and yeah, he opened up the back, and we have like a picture of him and me.
Yeah.
Like, in the back of the plane, we're just like, just like wide-eyed, happy, you know.
So you open the the doors and you're harnessed onto just like the frame of the plane on the inside.
Like there's I think every 20 inches there's like a little hook on the ground.
Yeah.
And you can use it. They're like 10,000 pound, I believe, and you just hook into one of those, your own harness.
Because if you didn't have a harness,
There's parachutes.
You have a parachute?
Yeah. So like when you go to SERE school, you do water survival, parachute training.
Oh, we need to go back.
And all
then.
that.
We need to go back. Can we talk
yeah.
about jumping out of an airplane?
Yes.
Well, we didn't actually jump out. We simulate stuff. We like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like zip lines and falling into the ground.
Interesting.
Like into some rocks.
Wow.
Really?
Like kind of like when you were a kid and you were on the swing and you jumped off into the rocks and whoever could make like the biggest thing, you know?
Yeah.
That vibe.
Oh, okay. I could do that probably.
Yeah, you get really sore. Because they like just made me redo that stuff at UBT,
Really?
just to like get a refresher. Because the T6 has you can eject from it, the plane that I'm in now. So you have to know how to like, it's like a PLF, parachute landing fall or something like that.
Because you can't just like land. You have to like roll.
Yeah, you have to like know how to roll. Yeah,
Oh god.
yeah, and they
I've
make you
definitely
go in like every direction, like falling backwards to the left side, to the right side, the front. Like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna land?
Yeah, because you're coming in hot. And I've seen some videos, even on like, I think it happened in a baseball game of a guy flying in on a parachute. And he's coming in fast and looks like he breaks both of his legs
Yeah.
as he, goes in the ground.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta. I mean, expect to fall. I mean, you're gonna fall. Like,
Respect the fall.
Gotta respect the fall, dude. But
That's Earth right there. It's coming quick.
yeah, gravity, man. It's gonna happen either way. But
What about the water survival stuff? Was that like
yeah, so
go to the bottom of the pool, hold your breath?
yeah, it was like a pool that had a giant buoy in it, and it could simulate waves, which was it was really cool. Because I guess they had it in Florida, and I think someone died, dude. Because they like drag you with your harness on, like in case you were to land in water. It's a possibility,
And
right?
they need to
like
hook
parachute
you.
land into the water, and you have to like be able to get out of your harness, so you don't drown. So they like drag you through the water like face first, and you have to like unclip yourself.
Hey, that's real.
Damn.
So someone died because they couldn't unhook, and then
Yeah, I think so in Florida. Yeah, because
drowned.
they used to like drag them or whatever, like behind a boat or something like that. I
Oh,
think like
wow.
someone wasn't able to get out.
How, I guess, so you land, you're getting dragged like 15
Yeah,
seconds.
so you're like
20
on the side of the
seconds?
pool, and there's like this little like zip line thingy that's gonna pull you,
Yeah.
and they're like ready, go, and they just doop. You just like hit the water, and you're just like getting dragged across the pool, and you have to unclip yourself.
Is it a challenging process getting unclipped during that?
Nah, it's not bad.
No.
Really?
It takes like 2 seconds. It's not because it's like these quick release things right here. You just undo.
Okay.
And then the quick release fails. What do you do next, Houston?
Dude. Flip over. Get your face out of the water. Enjoy the ride.
It's funny because like most people, I swear, would be like, I'm panicking in that moment, but someone like you who's like, you know, training to become a pilot, it's like these pilots, their resting heart rate's like 45. Like you guys are stoic.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's like a lot of, because I wouldn't want to put myself in the category with them.
Yet.
Like, yeah. Also, like fighter pilot, that's like more a fighter pilot thing.
okay.
I think I have a really low resting heart rate because I'm a runner.
Oh,
You know,
there you go.
like because that's like 42 or something like that. Like,
Oh,
when I'm
That's your
chilling.
resting heart rate?
Yeah.
Holy
When I'm
shit,
chilling.
dude.
I'm
when I'm-
unhealthy, dude.
Probably
Yeah.
not today because my actions yesterday. But hey.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. it's
42.
Usually pretty.
Yeah, that's
Chilling.
Seth.
Seth had a
Seth
long
Harwell.
one, too.
You know, he big runner,
Yeah.
triathlon. Shout out Seth. His was always like 40. He'd show me his sleep data. Sometimes I think it'd be like upper 30s,
Oh my god.
which is like crazy.
Yeah, I'm usually like 42 ish, around there.
I think I
Damn.
woke up at 57.
Yeah,
That's
well,
not the best.
you were hitting the bottle.
Let's not talk about that. Okay, so Loadmaster School, we finish up with that. And then before that, or before Lone Star Operation, you go Operation Inherent Resolve
Yeah.
2021.
Yeah. So
Which is
get
crazy.
qualified, go home. So back to Fort Worth. Where I'm
Okay.
flying. So basically now I'm just like a guardsman. Where I had like 280 days of seasoning, which is like it's like you're getting paid full time, and it's like 4 days a week. My unit's 4 days a week. It's pretty fire too
Wow.
if you're full time.
There we go.
Yeah, pretty cool gig. Also, active duty's like 5 days for sure, and probably the weekend. Guards like 4 days.
Man.
Like get Monday off.
It's the best kept secret right
Dude,
here.
it is.
People
I'm
need to
trying
hear
tell
about
people,
this.
Dude, I'm trying to tell people.
Work-life balance.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so you have like a folder you fly with an instructor, and once they sign you off, like, because there's like a lot of local stuff. Like, okay, you learn how to do it by Big Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go to your home unit, and like, this is our local procedures and how we do stuff.
Okay.
Which is cool. It's also like, all right, now like the black and the white. Here's the gray. Like here's where we operate, because not everything is black and white, right?
Sure.
You have to make decisions on the fly and stuff, and be confident. And like and just like publications and stuff, just like know where stuff's at. You have to know everything, but you have to know where everything's at, so you can go reference it.
So that was a process going back to like the home base station, or
Yeah. So
where you had to learn those regulations.
our base is like a terrible name. It's like Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base. It's NASJRB.
Oh, is that over in White Settlement?
There's like Hawks Ridge Golf Course. I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
It's like or Hawksbill.
yeah,
It's right next to it.
I
Pretty
know
cool.
exactly where that's at. I drive by it. I used to go to the LA Fitness.
Oh yeah.
It's right
Yep.
past it. Yeah.
Yep.
I know what we're talking about.
Yep.
Okay, so after that, then you go and you're basically called in to do Operation Inherent
Yeah.
Resolve.
So, Air Force has changed like how people deploy and stuff, but typically for us is like every 18 months my unit deploys. So, I kind of knew also, like, that's something I appreciated about the Guard is like we know when most of the time when stuff. I mean, we can always get called at the moment's notice, right?
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's also like we know this cycle, so it's really good for your family. Like, hey, like
That's a good point.
Carmen
yeah.
knows I'm gonna be gone for like 6 months,
Yeah.
every 18 months or whatever. So it's like I can build other things around that, which was cool. And then so I went over to the Middle East or whatever. This was before like we pulled out of the Middle East and was based at we were in like Kuwait, and then we just flew around,
So I just want to read what this inherent resolve operation was. The purpose apparently here says to defeat ISIS and eliminate its hold over territory in Iraq and Syria.
Raw.
America.
Yeah.
And
America.
is he in there right now? See if we can pull up a map. Can you pull up a map of Iraq, please? On the Google Maps, please. I just want to get a visual.
Where were you guys flying out to get over there to Kuwait?
Yeah, so C-130, we have like a pretty cool, that's like part of our culture as well, because we always go to like St. John's, Canada, so Newfoundland. So we go up to like, go up northeast, then we hang out there, and that's like a C-130 hub. Because not like bigger airplanes obviously carry more fuel. They don't go there.
Okay.
So like we're smaller and we have a lot of cargo and stuff. We're carrying all our stuff, our guys over there and everything. So we got to stop and get gas, and it's a really cool place. It's like
Interesting.
they love Americans.
Let's go.
Newfoundland. There's actually there needs to be a movie about it, but like 9/11, like a plane was like redirect. I think there's a play about it actually. I don't know what it's called. I'll have to tell you later, but was redirected to like Newfoundland, and
Really?
people lived, like Americans and stuff lived in Newfoundland, and the town like took them in, gave them food, and like people were living in people's houses for like a couple weeks.
Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Okay, where is that? Because I've heard of it, but
Yeah, so it's like North America, but it's like very east, so it's Canada. It's like
Okay.
Newfoundland.
Oh,
Canada.
interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like one of their
um,
territories or whatever.
so we got map pulled up. You said Kuwait. That's where you guys
Yeah.
started out at. Because Iraq's kind of, you don't stay in Iraq, right? That's
We just go fly around places,
Were you nervous at all? Like, holy crap, I'm going to the Middle East. This is crazy. This guy over here.
Yeah,
Dude,
stone
no.
cold killer.
Ah,
So
Dude,
okay,
gotta
so
go.
That's
I
true.
signed up for it.
that's true.
Hey.
Good
so were
point.
you guys dropping cargo over there? I mean, can you give us a little, without giving specifics or
Yeah.
sharing too much? What
well,
were
like-
you doing over there?
Yeah, so like C-130, right? We can carry cargo, people. So the J is like eight pallets, 128 people, 97 litter stations. So like patients, so we can be like a flying hospital, which is
Mm.
pretty cool.
Wow.
So we can carry a lot of people, right? We can carry cargo, and also we're small enough and we weigh less enough that we can go like land in dirt landing strips, stuff like that. We can like very short fields, airfields, and all that. So
Damn,
we're-
really?
it's like the C-130 is like the Swiss Army knife. I would
Pretty
say, of the Air Force.
versatile.
Yeah, it's very versatile, which flexibility is key to air power. So C-130 is pretty
There
important.
you
right?
go. Yeah.
Seems
We
very
put
pretty
a-
important.
we put
Let's
another star
go.
next to that
Yeah.
statement. So, dang.
Okay, so what was the most intense or meaningful flight that you had in your time over there?
Over there, dude, I'd probably say my first flight actually. So I was 20. I was 20, so pretty young. Like, at that time, like the Loadmaster section now is really young, but at the time there wasn't that many young people in it. So there's like probably like 5 or 6 of us that are in our 20s. I was very inexperienced, obviously, and like first mission I get, and it's like human remains. It's like a fallen soldier, and
Oh, whoa.
and my chief, he's been in for like 20 years or whatever. He's never done one. He's never done it's HR. He's never done an HR mission, and there's like a lot of special stuff. Like I had to read all this special stuff the day before, like that I didn't even know about, just to like respect the process or whatever. And that was like my first. That was my first flight.
That's insane.
And I was like, dude, this is my first one. He's like, Houston, it always happens to you, man. Somehow, I'm. It's usually because I raise my hand and I say, I'll do it. I don't care. I'll do it.
I'll
But
touch it.
yes, I got it was a cool moment though, a good like an honor,
Honor,
you know.
for sure.
But yeah, I was in Egypt.
That
Also, that
amazing.
was pretty interesting because we like flew into Cairo.
Whoa.
Did you
like
fly over the pyramids?
Yeah.
Dude, did you feel any weird vibrations flying over?
Did the
well,
plane
so basically like the pilot
turn
was
off?
like, when we're going there, the pilot was like, hey, like want to do low levels and like over the pyramids? And I was like,
Oh my
can we do that? And
God.
he's like, yeah, we can just ask. And he's like, can we do like the tour flyby for the pyramids? And they're like, negative, captain, or whatever. And then he's like, all right, well, we're just gonna still fly pretty low next time.
Like the
We'll
like
play
the
in the
Cairo police, or I guess air
Like
police or
ATC
something.
or traffic
Yeah.
control. Yeah.
That's
that was
awesome,
cool.
man.
And then like, yeah, get there. Obviously, very high visibility. You know, people, Egypt. I mean, interesting relationship with them for sure.
Yeah.
Don't know if I mean the country is friends with us, right? But are the people necessarily like Americans? Probably not.
Yeah.
So I get there, get gas and stuff. Another cool thing about that one was they kept coming up to me, like all the military officials and stuff, to like pay for the gas or whatever, because we have like a card. And I was like, I'm not the pilot. And they're like, where's the pilot? And I was like, it's her. And they didn't. They're like,
Oh
what?
yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, dude. That was awesome.
Yeah, they thought you were the pilot.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's Jen, bro. It's Jen.
Whoa.
She's like, I am. And they're like, I was like, hell yeah. After I was like,
Interesting.
let's go, Jen.
Let's go, Jen.
Yeah, you just
Woman
blew their
power.
mind. You just blew
Yeah.
their mind.
Man.
We're
And then, like,
Americans.
they didn't really want us to, like, the Egyptian military people there didn't want us to like do the full honors for the casket, because there's like a whole like thing that you do and stuff. I don't remember why. And like my aircraft commander was like, this is bullshit, because he used to be what was he, TAC P. So like, you know what that is?
Mm-mm.
It's like, I can't remember the acronym for that one, but basically it's like a guy, it's an Air Force guy that goes out with like another like Army unit, Marine unit, Navy SEAL unit, anything like that. So it's a guy that goes on the ground. He's very capable of like all that type of stuff that I don't understand. And then he will call in like an airplane, like an A-10, to go fly over and kill the guys that are shooting at them. So they like operate radios and stuff like that.
This guy's high
But they're
level.
like, yeah, and now he's a pilot flying C-130s. So, but he's like seen stuff. And
Yeah.
this is very important to him.
Absolutely.
And he's like, this is BS. So we kind of did it anyway. We just did it ourselves. And
Hell
and
yeah.
they were mad, and people were taking pictures like outside like the fences, you know. And
Are y'all at just like
high
a
vis
military base, or like where are you at?
international airport.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I guess it was like an accident there, like training accident, like a helicopter. It was like an Army guy.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like a
Yeah, and then we had
attack.
like 3 pallets of his stuff, and then we close the airplane, or we make sure it looks professional and everything, and then we like get ready for this, like, because it's basically like a ceremony. And then like our plane is like U.S. soil, so like it needs full honors. Like guys come home on U.S. soil like the whole way, which is pretty cool.
Mm.
I think so. You know?
Yeah, that is cool.
But yeah, that was insane. Just because like then you load it up and everything, like everyone's standing at attention. You like salute it as it passes you. You put it in the plane, and then you don't start strapping it down or anything. You like close it up, and then you start dealing with it, because you want to give it full respect. You know?
Yeah.
And, like, don't treat it like cargo. And like someone takes a picture of you strapping down a casket, and like look how they treat the American.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that type, you gotta think about
the
that
optics
stuff.
of it.
Yeah, and then like flying that back, like to Kuwait or whatever, because it was gonna go on another plane back home.
Yeah.
And like the load master I was with, because I was like the young guy, and he's like my papa load. That's what we call it. And he's like just laying down next to the casket, because like that's where the warmers are in the floor. And I was just like, dude, are you? He's acting like it's nothing. He's like,
Like,
"I've done
there's
this before."
a
And I was like, he's
casket
like,
right
dude.
there.
I was like, this is crazy. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
That's kind of I mean, I don't want to say ironic, but you know, you're going in your first mission, you're feeling good, you're excited, you know, you're not fearful or scared.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you end up on an HR mission, you know.
Yeah.
Did you have any type of moment, and I know we kind of touched on that earlier, of like, man, this shit is dangerous.
Yeah,
like,
that kind of made me realize it for sure.
Yeah.
There's another one. I didn't tell you about it. We can talk about it
Sure.
also. Like death. in aviation. It's scary and it happens, and people don't like talk about it, and that's why like you gotta like treat like all the simulators and stuff like that like it's real life. So like when you are there and stuff goes wrong, you're like, I'm stone cold, right? I hope to be, and I can just not, I can process the emotion later, and I can just get through it now and make sure like safety is paramount.
Survival.
Yeah, but it was also like a great honor because I was like I love doing that. That's awesome. Like hell yeah.
Yeah.
And like my chief was like, I've never done that, and I've been in for like 22 years, and like longer than you're alive or something.
This is your first flight?
Yeah, it was like my first flight. I was like, hell yeah, dude. Like let's go.
Notch on your belt.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
And that stuff like that like makes you want to be a pilot too. Like I want to do that. I want to be the guy that gets to do that. You know, it's pretty cool. You know, I got to do it in a certain aspect, but I want to fly. You know, I want to do everything. But yeah, then like it was actually with my chief too. So we do like jump training. Sometimes you go to like Fort Benning. You do like the Army.
That's in Georgia.
Yeah, and they do like their airborne school. And they'll basically need planes out there to like for people to drop out of.
Yeah.
And they call it like doing a carousel. You just go up and down, load up guys, drop them, load up guys all day. It sucks.
Dang.
It's brutal.
You're like a Uber.
Yeah, basically, yeah, your Uber's here. Hop in, boys. But it's all these guys who like have been practicing like jumping off like all like the rock, jumping in the rocks and doing stuff like that. And now like they're at the plane and they're getting scared. And a lot of people don't do well in the back of the C-130 because you get sick and.
Oh,
dude, yeah. It's funny. Army guys just shirt in their
what?
Shirt. Yes.
Puking in their shirt.
Yes.
Dude.
You're about to jump out of a.
They're
dude,
Army,
I would
dude.
do more
Built
than
different. I don't get it.
So you're just
I'm like I put up like
next.
Yeah, I put up like these like little bags all over the cargo compartment, and like I'm like, hey, there's bags. Like give them the safety brief and stuff. Like, hey, it's gonna be a 15-minute flight. You know, there's all these bags around, this emergency exits, all this stuff. And once we get in there, just like start throwing up and go in the shirt.
Oh my!
And then they have to jump out. I'm like, dude,
that's gonna come right back up your shirt.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's
dude.
insane.
It's funny though. I was gonna go to a serious topic and I started joshing about it. My bad.
No, that's fine.
But because like they're scared and they're jumping out, but like I think they have to do like 6 or 7 jumps. And then like the last one is graduation. Their family's there and stuff. So they're like slowly getting more confident and everything like that because they've been there for like weeks, jumping off like I guess like high things. I don't know, like zip lines, doing all the PLFs. And there's this guy. He was a MARSOC guy in I guess his parachute like did not fully deploy, and like he pulled his reserve, but it was too low because like it's like a T11, 550 feet minimum. So like it's cigar rolled, and he pulled his reserve too low, and like he passed away. And I was like 19 or 20.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and like so we like land and like we just hear stuff on the radio. It's like helicopter coming in. Like
what happened?
It's like and it was like medevac something. We're like, okay, maybe some guy broke his leg. Like it happens. Like like they don't use the proper technique. And then they're like, someone calls us like, all right, you need to button up the airplane. Don't touch anything. Like, and then OSI comes out, like investigators, and we're like,
really?
What just happened?
They question you?
Yeah. They like take your statement, take your blood, all that stuff. Make sure no one was like,
oh, interesting,
under the influence or
drugs or.
And so it was just ruled that his
so that was like a whole day, dude. And like that made me realize how important stuff is also. Like, because I've always just been like pretty even keeled, just chilling. I'll just keep going.
It'll be good. Chill.
It'll be good. But like stuff happens, right? But like, and like seeing our pilot for that mission, like he cried in front of the crew, and you know, it was like he was like, I know it wasn't anything on us, even though they're like, because they were treating us really poorly, which is like it's sensitive, and I get it, and it turned out to be not it wasn't us, you know.
Who was treating who poorly?
Like these investigators and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's just like how they deal with it. It's very interesting, you know.
Yeah. Are they military people? Or like an outside agency for
OSI is military, but I don't know how they work. It's very confusing. You just don't want to talk to them. You don't exist.
They're looking for.
I'm just gonna be doing the right thing all the time. You know,
like a compliance agency almost.
Yeah, it's kind of like NCIS.
Yeah,
but for the Air Force.
They're like, why did this happen?
Yeah,
it could be you.
Cause, and I get it. Yeah, it could be you.
So,
but like that's what I realized. Like following your checklist, like warnings, cautions, notes, like warnings are written in blood. Like all these things are written down because they've happened and they can kill you.
Yeah.
Like cautions can break things, like stuff like that.
High stakes.
Like, so yeah, you just gotta like be a professional, take
Yeah.
it as it is and stuff. And like, I knew like I had my chief behind me, like the most experienced guy. I was like, dude, I'm good, but like, dude, stuff can happen. Like still, you know, it happened with him. Like he was in the plane with me, and it couldn't have been. It wasn't our issue, but like it's just inherently dangerous.
Yeah, definitely.
The job. So, but it turned out to be like a rigging issue. Like, I think they said like like a guy dies doing that training. Like it's like 1 in a million chance. Like happens like every 7 years or roughly or something like that, and it just happens. And it just so happened to be my first time going to Fort Benning, Georgia to go do the airborne.
A lot of first
school.
time.
Yeah, I was like, dude, yeah. See, one and done though. One and done.
One and done.
But
one and done.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's get back to this Operation Inherent Resolve. So you're there. How long are you there? Are you there for like a year?
No, it was like 6 months.
6 months doing that. And did anything about like being in that region change the way that you thought about any of the, the government over there? Or what was kind of your takeaway from being in the Middle East?
So another interesting thing, I was there during COVID, so weird times to travel in the first place, right?
Did they treat it like COVID over here?
Well, going over there, I was the only person to get COVID.
This guy.
Dude, somehow.
He's marked.
Dude, somehow. Yeah. For better or for worse. I don't know which one it is yet. But somehow I was like the only person to get COVID, and like people like did not believe me. Like
Really?
I don't know how I can fake it when you stick a thing up my nose. And,
You got a cold, dude.
Yeah. And is it even real? I don't know. But hey, I had that test was positive, and they like put me in this little room by myself or whatever. It was ridiculous.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, just traveling was a weird time. Especially there.
Were you able to interact with any people over there?
Honestly, no, because I'm going to airfields and stuff like that. When I'm landing, I'm dealing with Air Force people usually.
Yeah.
Some places you go, like I went to like Bahrain. And they had like, it was like just a normal airport that we were working at, and they just had like a normal guy working there, and he's just like smoking a cigarette, driving this thing. I'm like, dude, you cannot smoke around this airplane. He's like wearing flip-flops on the forklift, and I'm like, you're wearing flip-flops, smoking a cigarette. Like
no
dude.
regulations over there.
Yeah, OSHA what? OSHA, like this is not a thing.
Did you ever get like an opportunity to go like explore the city or like go
Kuwait,
out for a dinner or get food anywhere?
Yeah, in Kuwait, so we have a good. U.S. has a good relationship with Kuwait, and people used to go to like Kuwait City. I didn't get to do it because COVID.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of sucked. And then like when I went to Lebanon, that was pretty cool because I went to like the international airport there, and I got to see like remember that huge explosion that happened there? Like it was like downtown Lebanon.
Maybe
it was like some power plant or something, and it exploded.
Yes.
There's
like a video.
Like
it's like the
videos
shock waves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I was there like right after that, so I got to like fly by and see that. That was kind of cool.
Shit! What
The
did
ruins.
from an aerial view, like what is a city that gets like obliterated look like from an aerial view?
Bad. I mean,
jeez.
I mean, it didn't look like it really affected the whole area, and also like a lot of those buildings don't have glass windows, and they have like bars and stuff, so like I can't tell if like the glass got blown out because I don't know if glass was there in the first place because the vibes of how they live. But Lebanon's actually a really beautiful country. Beirut is very beautiful too because they have like mountains, they have snow, beach, everything like within 45 minutes. It's like California, but over there.
Dang.
Like that type of environment.
That's crazy. Cool. One more thing on this Operation Inherent Resolve. So like the purpose was to get rid of ISIS. Like that's like a terrorist group.
Yeah.
Was there any concern that like they're gonna try to attack y'all's aircraft or anything?
Yeah, I don't know if I can talk about that.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Because obviously like some of the places I've been to, like, should we be there?
Oh, interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
questionable.
You had a question about that.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to that in a second.
Like maybe we land somewhere in the middle of the night in a dry riverbed, and there's some guys there with NVGs, and we leave, and we were never there. or something like that, you know, which is kind of cool.
Dun, dun,
But at the same
dun.
time, it's like, yeah.
Well, that's crazy. Wow. I mean,
Or like
we'd love to talk more about this.
Or you go
so we don't
somewhere
wanna-
cool like that, and like there's some like Navy SEAL dudes there, and like someone told you that you need to like bring them some cigs, protein powder, a TV, and a like cable to charge stuff.
Wow.
And then you get there and they're like, hell yeah, and then they trade you beer or like
Yeah.
some bottles of liquor because you can't have that's haram.
Damn.
That's
Let's
haram,
go.
you know.
So
So then you just like hide it in your bag when you get back to Kuwait and you like take it to the room. Like, hey, I don't have this.
Have a little nice night.
Yeah, I like when I got there, like you're in a room with like 3 guys, like sleeping in this room, like bunk beds. Like I was doing college over there, dude. I remember
Yeah.
I did like this one day. I think it was actually the day I'm thinking of about the Navy SEAL guys. It was like an 18-hour day. I get back and I like was doing like a B-law, like some B-law stuff.
Oh.
And like I had to take a test and like I was showing the 4 walls in my room, but I was like one wall was an actual wall. I was in my bunk bed because I didn't have a desk.
Wow.
And then like the other room, like I had like a 550 cord on the top bunk, and then like I put sheets, so like I had my own little 4 walls.
Okay.
Like so I
Privacy.
had some privacy. We call them spank tanks. Yeah. So they call them, or
the
your
lingo.
hooch, whatever you want to call it. And like I'm in there, like I can hear like this 40-something-year-old guy snoring out there because we just got back from our mission.
Jeez.
And then like it's like this Indian dude I'm showing my 4 walls, and he's like, "This is not the room." And I was like, "Dude, this is all I got,
This
man.
is what I'm here."
deployed and I'm in the Middle East." But yeah, we got through it. He's just like,
the proctor you.
yeah, I'm like
Proctoring.
Like, could you
in
imagine like
fucking
sitting like
Kuwait.
crisscross applesauce like in this, and like this guy's like, "What the hell is this dude doing?
Yeah.
This is how you take your test? Like you can't do
Jeez,
that."
no privacy ever, probably.
Yeah.
B-law over there. Wow, that's crazy.
So it's just like funny experiences, you know.
I mean, yeah, it's awesome to hear these stories. You've been, I mean, so many cool places. Real quick before we get into Operation Lone Star, like, what was your favorite place that you've been, and what was something that you enjoyed about visiting,
Yeah, just for that trip and Jen.
or just
in
any
general?
of the places
Okay.
that you've ever been?
Probably my favorite spot is so far Chile,
Really?
Santiago.
Santiago.
Yeah. I didn't realize like the culinary side of stuff there. It's pretty awesome. They
Yeah.
eat steak, potatoes, red wine.
Let's go.
I didn't realize that. It's like skirt steaks and red wine. That's like what they do. I guess I was
wanna go
naive
now.
of me, but I was like, it's probably gonna be like enchiladas or something. It's like, I was like, no, that's Mexico, Houston.
Where's the beans?
That's Mexico. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was like beautiful and like checking out wineries. There's actually this air show there called Fadai. It's the largest air show in the Southern Hemisphere. It's every 2 years, and I got to go.
Oh, that was
Like
probably
last
awesome.
year. Last year. It's usually like a good deal trip, and it's guys that have been around for a while in our unit because they don't let the new guys go on the good deal trips, right? You have to say yes to enough bad stuff to get the good stuff.
Hey, there you
Uh,
go. Pay
I
your
mean,
dues.
Yeah, pay your dues. Exactly. I mean, that's fair. But yeah, they let me go on that one, and it was pretty cool because worked the air show, and then like everyone there is so kind. They really appreciate like us being there, and they're really interested in like everything, all the airplanes and stuff. Like working air shows in the U.S. There's actually one that's really cool, but most of them are like, I don't know. It's like some old guy comes up to you and he's like, "I used to work on this," and you like ask you everything about him. Like, dude, I don't know that. Like,
Yeah.
or
An
he
old
wants to
head.
tell you like his whole life, and I'm like, that's cool as well. Like, I appreciate that, but like,
It's not exciting.
Yeah, and-
necessarily.
and it's like I also am there. I need to talk to like multiple people, and this guy's like pulling you, you know, or like, I don't know, some guy is just like nerding out. I'm like, dude, I can't talk about that. Like,
Yeah.
that's secret, bro. How do you know that? I should call this eye on you.
As a Reddit dweller,
Yeah, it's like,
have you ever had any like negative interactions with folks at air shows or?
no, but I'm interested like nowadays, like how, like, dude, I feel like that could definitely happen. Honestly,
Just from maybe the shift in perspective on
Yeah.
military and
yeah, because like the one I was at, like so many, there was like for defense contractors basically, because it's everyone showing up there, all these cool airplanes and stuff, and like military personnel is there as well as government officials.
Okay.
Like
wow.
I got to
like
meet,
a Lockheed Martin type thing.
yeah, and so it's like these people are in the industry, and they like, so they're respectful, you know, and then like their little kids are there and stuff, and then
Yeah.
look, my favorite thing about that one though is the people that live in Santiago that came out and like were so interested and just asking great questions, and I'm like,
That's
This is a
awesome.
great question. Like, I don't
That's
know.
awesome.
Like, and like little kids just being so happy, and they're like, Tomas Cruz. I'm like, I'm not Thomas. I'm not Thomas Cruise,
Thomas
bro.
Cruise.
Yeah, they just all think you're Tom Cruise. I'm like,
That's
it's
hilarious.
funny, like taking pictures with you, and I'm like, this is weird. This is a weird vibe. This is not happening in America.
Wow.
You know?
They're respectful and they're interested. That's cool. They speak English too, I guess,
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask a quick question because
Yeah.
you got the mustache.
Yeah.
That seems like an Air Force thing. Is that,
Yeah.
especially from, the Top Gun movie, is that like a part of the culture? Like a lot of those
I would
guys
say
get
it is.
mustaches?
I usually don't have one. I'm just doing it because it's like pilot training. Cool mustache.
Yeah.
And my
Let's go.
wife's like, I like it now. She used to not like it. So
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. I'll do it.
Mustache and the aviator glasses.
I don't wear aviators.
The slick back.
I don't wear the aviators. I think it's too much.
It's too on the nose.
Yeah, it's too on the exactly.
That's funny. All right. Well, Operation Lone Star, Greg Abbott, governor of Texas, activated 10 to 15,000 National Guardsmen. You were in that crew. I mean, it was a big deal, especially for the election. A lot of people, that was their main thing, was like, hey, let's deal with this. Let's close up the border. Like, we don't know what's happening. All the people that are coming over, we can't really regulate it. So it's a crisis.
Yeah, and it's still ongoing.
It's still, yeah.
So
I mean, what was that like when you got the call, and were you kind of expecting it?
yeah, so that's something that like I didn't expect.
Oh, interesting.
I would say, and that threw me for a loop for sure. But I mean, now looking back, I have like positive thoughts about it.
Yeah.
I would say, so basically, I was like I got back from the deployment, was hanging out, just living in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Like I would live there for like, so I had like a little shoebox there. I had some random roommates. I was like, hey, let's do it.
Yeah. Hey.
Send it. That's how I usually
Let's
go.
go.
Like that's how it goes for me. And I would just like live there for 2 weeks, live here for 2 weeks, and fly because I had to maintain currencies and my unit. So I just lived with my parents.
Nice.
Fly 2 weeks, go up there, live 2 weeks, come back, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they called me and they're like, hey, like it was my chief, and he's like, hey, like this border mission stuff's about to kick off. Like it looks like you're gonna be it's gonna be like 90 days at the time. 90 days, you're gonna be living in a hotel, get your own room. Didn't happen. You know? Hey, get your own room, and then like you're gonna be doing like surveillance, like looking at cameras, and then just you might go out to the field occasionally and like fix them, and they'll like teach you how to do all that stuff.
That was your role.
That's what they said.
Oh.
That's what they said.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, that's how they get you. And I was like, well, 90 days of pay sounds pretty good. I like Mexican food. Like Tex-Mex is fire. I'll go down to South Texas, sure.
Were you in like Harlingen? Or where exactly?
Yeah, so I was in
Or Brownsville?
RGV area, so Rio Grande Valley, and then I lived in McAllen first.
Okay.
I lived in McAllen, and then I went down to Brownsville, and I lived in McAllen for 2 months. I lived in Brownsville for 4.
Nice.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
How far is McAllen like from the border?
It's like
probably
right
pretty
there.
close,
It's
right?
like right there, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like 10 minutes.
Okay. So you're in the shit. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, it was you're there pretty much. It's basically Mexico.
When you got there, like, what did you see? Like, was it truly a crisis in your opinion?
Like Houston Garner, not
Hey.
Lieutenant Garner.
Yeah.
Answer how you
Houston
will.
Garner.
Answer
Houston
however
Garner?
you want to answer.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I would say yeah. I'd say yeah. In its own way, and it's not what people think, because it's not necessarily like people from Mexico. Like we have a great, like people will go over from Mexico, come over to Texas, like go to a farmer's market and go back across the border. Like that's how Brownsville worked on the weekend. Like people come into Brownsville, go sell stuff at the market.
Mhm.
They'll walk across the border, and like that's a cool relationship.
Yeah.
You know.
Interesting.
But on the aspect of like working on, so basically, just give you some like background. So we're working on the border. Like 4 people like in a Humvee go out. There's like different locations on the border. You like survey it and walk around, and you have an M4. You have a rifle. You have if you're doing like nighttime shifts, you have like white phosphorus NVGs.
What is this?
So it's like a little bit better than like the green. It's white.
Oh, okay.
So it's white. Since light sensitivity is a little bit better, you can see a lot
Like
better.
an optical
Yeah.
sight on a rifle. Wow.
It's really good.
On the rifle or goggles?
like goggles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Not on the
Like
rifle.
night
that'd
vision.
be really cool.
White vision goggles,
Yeah.
pretty
But
much.
the craziest thing about Operation Lone Star, they call it OLS or whatever, is like it took all these guardsmen that had all these different jobs, and like you're all going to be like a grunt type of person. It's like army stuff. So like it was like based off rank. So like my leader or whatever, he was like a master sergeant, but he was like a guy in the band, in the guard band. So he was a music teacher in real life. He works in the band. He like does ceremonies and stuff. And now he's in charge of all these people that are operating on the border.
What?
Or like in our little section or whatever, like Uno Squadron or whatever I was in. And I was like, dude, this is like insane. And like I'm a load master. I do like weight and balance on airplanes and like manage fuel and do cargo and stuff. And like now I'm operating a rifle. I have all these rules of engagement that I have to follow.
Like,
and,
what are those rules?
I can't remember all of them because it's been a while. But it was like it's like activating the guard, right? So we weren't controlled by necessarily the Air Force. Now you're like militia, basically. Mm-hmm. So this is the first time that like a guard or a state guard has been activated this big since the Civil War.
Damn.
Which is insane.
I didn't know that.
Which is insane.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So like since we've been a country, since the Civil War or whatever, or I mean 60s, right?
Yeah.
Like, so it's been a while, right? And Greg Abbott did that. So it was like, this is insane. No one knows what's going on. How are we doing this? Like we went down to Austin and like you got to qualify to operate this weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we all go shoot and stuff, but like we go shoot for like 3 days and now you can just hold the M4 and then like what if something happens? And you have all these rules of engagement that you got trained for like 3 days, but like what if someone comes out of the river at you with a gun? Like are you going to be able to hold them off until you know that your life is in danger, like life or limb, and nothing around them is like there might be something behind them, right? And like let's say you shoot at them, they're just running at you, yelling at you, and there's a kid and you shoot the kid. Well, now you're screwed because you're not protected.
Seriously?
You have to get your own lawyer because it's like guard, it's like militia stuff. It wasn't activated by the Air Force, so it's not federal.
So
it's like it was like a lot of issues.
Yeah.
And like all that time down there for me, which it's like doesn't count towards my retirement or anything. It's not federal time.
It's state time.
It's state time. So it doesn't count. So it's just like you serve for Texas, good job, but it's like
So the state of Texas was paying you during that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And like it was all messed up. Like the pay wise, it was bad, dude.
Really?
Yeah. But like eventually they figured it out. It was just because it was this rapid deployment of this many people. We've never done this. No one knows what's going on. And then like we don't have enough places for people to live and stuff like that, And then COVID's still happening. Or this is 2022, so it's like the back end of it,
Yeah.
So like how do we manage this with COVID and all that stuff? So it was really interesting. But
that sounds crazy.
The cool thing about it though, I was like finishing college, like my last year. So I was like, I'm getting paid. I'm living in a hotel, even though I have a roommate. It's like my homie. It's like my bro.
Yeah.
So like it's not that bad. So I'm getting paid, and then I go sit on the border with 4 people, and like we can switch off, so I can study and like hey, good. Like you'll go hang out for 2 hours, and I'll be in the Humvee like reading or whatever, or like showing this guy where I'm at. He's like, where are you at? Where are these 4 walls? That's one big wall.
That's the border.
Yeah, that's the border, brother.
Let's get this test going.
Yeah.
So wait, you're down there, so you're watching surveillance cams of certain checkpoints on the border?
All that stuff that was told to me, it's not what happened. Like there's no surveillance cameras. You are the surveyor on feet, like or like roving around in a vehicle.
So you have like a radio, just like
hey, there's like I'm at checkpoint 13 or Sable Palms. That was one. It's like I'm at Sable Palms.
Did you see anyone?
We got a group of people coming up. Yeah, like, and then you call Border Patrol and tell them. Like, looks like 10 males, whatever,
And so what happens from that point? So you see some people approaching the border, trying to cross illegally.
Yeah.
And they just can't. Are you guys like hidden? Like, can they not see the Humvee?
We're just there. Yeah. We're just hanging out.
They're just like, fuck it.
I'm
we're
just
gonna
like
send
in my
it.
chair, just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you call the Border Patrol.
Yeah. So a lot of that was, it's a show of force. It's a deterrent. We're always trying to deter first, right?
Yeah.
Be like, hey, we're here. Don't come. But if you do come, then we're gonna call Border Patrol. That's basically what happens. There were some people that were more cowboy about it, I wasn't like, I'm not going to put my hands on someone and stuff like that unless I really have to. I'm not going to treat people like that. These are humans.
Yeah.
This is the first time they're going to see an American possibly in their life. And I want to be like friendly face and like smile and, you know, whatever. Be nice, even though I might not disagree. I might not agree with everything at the end of the day. Like,
treat people with respect.
Yeah. And I'm also like employed by the Texas Air National Guard for this. So like, I want to show that with respect, you know? Because that's all you have at the end of the day, right? So, anyways, it was like a lot of people from like Central America and stuff like that I noticed when I was there, but like I think it comes in different ways.
Yeah.
But we had like some Middle East people. We had some people from Africa, like stuff like that.
Like some Chinese people.
I didn't see any Chinese
really?
people.
Okay.
Yeah, which that's like the thing that I would be like.
I heard.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I'd be like,
yeah, I don't like that. But also like people coming out of the river, like a lot of it also is like you're just providing care, because like middle of the night, you hear like people walking up. You might hear like I remember hearing crying or whatever, and like I like put my flashlight. I was like, "Hello, you need help? You need help?" And like this old lady, she's like freezing cold because she just went across the Rio Grande, and like she's like grandma, little abuela of this family, like soaking wet, and she's like bleeding. Because like it's not good terrain, and like gave her some like band-aids and stuff, like cleaned her up,
blanket,
and like called called border patrols, like, hey, we got these people over here.
That's
and
awesome.
They basically just like, from my understanding of it, is they would take them in or whatever, like bus would come out, like take them somewhere, process them, like get them in the system, I guess. And we were giving them vaccinations, which I thought was very interesting,
really?
like COVID vaccinations.
Really?
And then sending them back over. Which I'm like, who's paying for that? That's kind of interesting.
Shit.
Like and then also like if they had people
wild.
If they had people that were already in the U.S., they would come over and be like, they obviously don't speak very good English most of the time. They'd be like, I have family in like Columbus, Ohio, or something like that, and you'll be like, okay, and like, don't tell me, dude. Like,
dude, what?
They would tell like the border patrol people, so then they get processed, get vaccinated, and all this stuff. Then they would get like a credit card or something, like with some money and like an airport ticket to go to their family. And then they just hang out there till they have a court date.
Brother.
Yeah, that's the
then,
genesis.
Are they ever going to show up to the
No,
date?
no. That's like the genesis of a lot of this immigration.
So you show up,
shit.
we give you some vaccinations, we give you a plane ticket to go to your family, and show up, due process with that system.
Yeah,
Anyways.
they would ship them everywhere to these big cities. Nashville was one, and dude, I remember being in a Dollar General, and this guy was checking out, didn't speak any English, probably 30 years old, male, raggedy clothes. He had a bag, and I was like looking at this bag, and I saw a credit card, I saw like a toothbrush, and I saw like a bottle of water. And he brought out the thing. The lady was like, you need to pay with your card. And so he like it was like the first time ever using this card. Probably never knew what it was.
Wow.
And pulled it out, and at that point I was like, dude, this guy got shipped here from somewhere. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And like, so I don't know what's the right thing to do, I don't know what it is. It's very complicated.
It's very complicated.
What is the attitude of a lot of these people coming over? I mean, like, are they excited? Are they scared? Are they seem like it's not their first time doing something like this?
A lot of people are scared, definitely. Yeah. And a lot of people it's like emotional time. Something I thought was really cool, and I wish more people could see this, because maybe it would change their perspective and just be like, have gratitude. I'm like, being from America, because I wish more people had that.
Yeah.
Preach. Like coming out of the river or whatever, and they have like, they change into like nice clothes, and they have like, I remember, because they bring all this stuff, and the border patrol like leave it, can't take any of that stuff. Like, put all your stuff, it fits in this Ziploc bag, cool. And now that's your belongings.
Everything else is gone.
Yeah, so there's like all these fake Louis Vuitton bags and stuff like on the side of like this road by the river. Like, I have pictures on my phone.
What?
Like, it should be like in an art installation or something. I'm like, dude, like, this is like very moving, because it's like these people show up here and they want to like be perceived as like, I'm a good person, like I value myself, like I have nice things, like I want my family to have a good life. Yeah, like this dream, and like I thought that was really cool, and I'm like, dude, I wish people like saw that, because like not all, that's like the glass half full look of it, like not all these people are bad people and stuff, and it's not their fault. This system is terrible, right? But, and they're doing their best they can, obviously.
That's a good point. There's so many ways to look at it, and I actually had a conversation with a friend yesterday about kind of the freedom that we have in America, and this person was kind of entitled to their opinion, and they were complaining about all the injustices that we have here, and then it's like, dude, there's so many things that we have here that other countries like would. That's why all these people want to be here.
Yeah.
And like, if you put yourself in their shoes, like, honestly, I would
Wouldn't you want
probably
the
do the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, exactly. Wouldn't you want the same?
Yeah.
But then the problem is like, you know, who are these people? Like, do they share our values? And like,
Yeah.
is there a terrorist coming through? Yeah. So it's
Yeah. Like, how do you weed the
Crazy.
good and the bad and stuff?
yeah.
A lot of the stuff that I didn't necessarily like is when I see a lot of males by themselves, and I'm like, it's not.
Yeah.
Because like maybe most of them are coming over, and like it's like the male in the family usually provides, right? It's traditionally.
That's right.
Traditionally.
And they go.
So they're going over here. I'm more than capable of working and stuff and doing something, and I'm gonna go send money back to my family until they can come over. But like,
Yeah.
some of them aren't, and some of them are bad and stuff like that. And like, I think that's the biggest issue in my opinion. With, like, if you could just show up with your family and like prove like, hey, I'm
a good person.
Yeah, I'm a good person. Like,
How can you prove that?
I don't know how to be like,
That's like a bigger.
you look like a good guy. Yeah, you have a kid. Probably have good stuff going on. I don't know.
You're
But,
wearing
it's
Nike
hard.
shoes and
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of the wolves in sheep's clothing too, where people impersonate,
true.
and how a lot of these kids have been lost and kidnapped is
Yeah,
you get this middle-aged
Yeah.
man who's, someone paid money for them to take these children over, and they're
that's 100% true.
Trafficked.
abusing them or trafficking
Yeah.
them.
Or they send those people to us, and then there's a coyote like 2 miles down the way sending the guys with the drugs through, and
Yeah, as like
we're
a
here dealing with
distraction.
this. Yeah, that happens.
it's insane. Like, I went hunting a couple years ago in Eagle Pass, Texas, right on the border, and this guy's ranch, big ranch, but like we're driving, down these like dirt roads, and you look over, there's like a Dora backpack, and it's just like thrown down. There's like socks,
Yeah.
and it's like this is where they're crossing the border, and then they're getting to the coyote on the highway, and then taking them. I mean, it's a business too.
Yeah, it is. It's insane. And I don't know why we're not using more like cool, because like Texas Army National Guard has like drones and stuff. I don't get why we're not using
Yeah, that would be
those.
perfect,
I don't know
right?
if they are, but they should. Like, I feel like drone operating things should be perfect, or would be perfect for OLS, not displacing a bunch of people
Yeah.
like guardsmen that have normal. I mean, it was good for some people. It was good for me. Like, I made money and stuff,
Mhm.
and like I was able to graduate college after I had the best grades down there and come home with some money. It was cool.
So you think there
like-
was some sort of political thing with maybe like didn't make all the
Yeah,
most sense to have you
definitely,
there? Yeah, interesting.
I don't know what maybe Greg Abbott in the future would want to run for president. Something like, hey, I helped secure the border. Who knows?
This was my stance.
Yeah, this is my stance.
And that
I
was
mean,
probably that had to have been probably top 3 or at least top 5 on the policies.
yeah,
For what
Yeah.
people voted for.
yeah.
I mean,
He was
that's what we
aligned.
voted for. So
Speak for yourself. I'm just kidding. Just
you're
kidding.
going out there and executing the mission.
Hey, dude, I hacked the mish.
Okay, so we're kind of closing in on our time here today. But I guess there's a couple things we could just like rattle off. What do you think about the drones in New Jersey?
Aliens. Dude, I don't know. There's definitely some.
Have you heard any rumblings from the inner?
What does the Air Force culture say about aliens and coming into
Drones
contact?
and stuff.
Well, yeah, aliens, drones,
Uh,
things that are weird.
No,
We
it's
just
UAPs.
Yeah,
That's what they're
UAPs.
called.
We just meme about it. Honestly, yeah, we just meme. I work with two guys in my UPT class right now. They were drone pilots, and they have a very interesting perspective. Because they flew like MQ-9s, and MQ-9 is like this huge. It's like the Reaper drone. It's like this huge drone that does ISR, so like intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance stuff,
Oh, jeez.
but it also shoots missiles. And
We got to get that pulled up.
Yeah, can we pull up some here? What's it called?
MQ-9.
MQ9.
Reaper
I'm pretty
drone.
sure it has the highest kill count. Like, that's what Obama used, bro.
Oh yeah, that was Obama's thing. He's
That's
the
what-
drone guy.
It can be like,
Dude, that looks like a...
That's
50,000
dystopian.
feet up in the air or something, and it can see like a dime size thing on the ground, and it can picture who's in this, like, okay, whatever guy we're going for, He's in
Yeah.
the back right seat. We can shoot a missile into the car that's only gonna hit the back right seat and kill that guy. Like, that's insane to me.
That is insane, dude. That's insane. Yeah, that thing looks crazy. It looks bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
It's a drone.
Yeah, and that can actually fit in the back of the C-130. It's a Reaper coffin. It's a pain in the ass to load
Yeah.
because it has all these caster wheels that go in different directions
Yeah.
on the bottom of it, and you have to get it like perfectly aligned with the
Oh.
plane. But we can do it.
That's
Damn.
crazy. Okay, what about the bombing of the uranium enrichment plants in Iran?
Dude, raw. I mean, that's all I can
What's
say.
your take?
What's my take on it? As Houston Garner,
It's
I think it's
pretty
pretty cool.
strategic
Yeah,
strike.
I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what, like, guys in like where I'm at or whatever, like, hell yeah, like that's what
Yeah.
that's like what we're here for, right?
Mhm.
So
Protect.
and to like be able to do that like on a moment's notice is really insane to me.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Were you kind of staying up to date with what was going on at the time?
No,
Like,
my hair's on fire right now, like with school. I
so
just like
you're
kind of see
kind of
it.
disconnected a little bit.
Yeah, I just like see the memes, like the pages I follow,
Yeah.
like with the community I'm in, and then some guy in class, like there's this one guy in class, he just kind of keeps up to date. And he just talks about it. And I'm like, oh, really?
Keeps you up
and
to
yeah,
date.
and I'll just like look it up, and I'll be like, oh wow, that's crazy. But yeah, I thought that was really insane, and also like I don't know if y'all have ever heard about it, but like just taking like go pills and stuff. Like
What's that?
that's a aviation or Air Force thing. Like so, there's like no go pills and go pills. No go pills. So that's like you can't go. You're in a new place. You can't go to sleep and all that stuff, right?
Oh, okay.
So basically it knocks you out. But
Yeah.
it's like taking drugs. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
And then there's like go pills. And it's like pilots on crack, basically. It's like some sort of thing that you'll pee hot. Like if you like, because a lot of the pilots in my community, it's more of a fighter thing, but it's happening in the AMC, Air Mobility Command stuff, and other platforms
Mhm.
because what's going on and like I'm sure they were 36-hour mission.
They
No
need
way
to be.
you didn't take something to keep yourself up.
Dude. So
No way you didn't. So like you're
No.
literally
Yeah.
flying on crack, like pilots on crack, and like you ground test it first, obviously, to like figure out your side effects and everything. And like now it's a thing in AMC, and they're like, hey, you can, like the flight doc comes in, he's like, hey man, like, yeah, we can take this if you want it for like the deployment coming up or whatever. You're gonna have to ground test it, so just like clean out the garage or whatever that weekend.
God.
you'll get it done really fast.
So it's a stimulant like Adderall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
I mean that makes sense. Like you want to be if you can use anything to be in tip top
Yeah.
focus.
especially if you're sleep deprived, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
But all the pilots are like in my unit are like, I don't want to take that. I work at American Airlines. I work at FedEx. Like, if I get drug tested there, I'm gonna pee hot. And they're
Yeah.
like, yes, you are. But we can give you like this piece of paper saying, I'm in the Air Force. This was approved by a flight doctor.
Damn.
So
So
what's
if you see like meth or something?
It's that. You think it's that deep?
What do you mean?
Like they're using like legit like heavy.
I have so like that was right before I left, so I don't know what we use for go pills, honestly.
What about no-go pills? Is that just to get sleep?
Yeah, but they're addictive. That's the thing. I can't remember what we use for
I
no
think
go
both of them
right
are.
now. Well, there's like 3 different types. I had a ground test or whatever.
Interesting.
But I remember like when we were in Kuwait, and like some people were like, hey, you got any extra? I'm like, no, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you better wean yourself off that. Like, I took it one time because I try to stay clean as I can with that type of thing, I just like could not go to sleep, and like I had a test next day. It was more that type of issue.
Yeah.
Not really like flying around, and so I took it and it knocked me out, dude.
Did you feel any hangover in the morning?
I
Or?
felt great. And I was like, this is
Dude.
dangerous.
You got any? You got any on you?
Yeah, let's check that
dangerous.
Tacoma out back. We need some no-go pills and some
The
go
drug dog
pills.
out there.
Yeah.
Okay, final words. Any advice to anyone considering joining the Texas Air National Guard?
Yeah. I would say it's like a family, like I said. So like try to talk to someone before you go in, so you like show up prepared, right?
Yeah.
So you can ask good questions and kind of have an idea. I think that's better than if you want to join the military and you just don't know what you want to do. Like, don't just show up because they're gonna tell you what you want to do. That type of thing.
Go in with some.
Yeah, go in like prepared, and like also like it's your life. Like you probably should do that anyways. like do your research before I've actually helped someone get hired with the Utah Air National Guard. Kind of. It was this girl at So I was doing like my PPL stuff, South Dallas, and she like went to that flight school, and I guess someone told her that I got picked up, because once I got picked up, I just stopped going. So I'm not gonna keep spending money when I'm about to get trained. And like she hit me up, I invited her out to like our unit, and like she hung out on a drill weekend and stuff. And I told her about this website, Bogey Dope, that you can use. That there's a guy that on my unit works, or he used to work for them. It posts like all the job postings in the U.S. for like reserve and Air National Guard units. So everyone posts the required documents you need to apply.
Okay.
So Bogey Dope. And
Bogey
then,
Dope.
So she did Bogey Dope, and then she was also like from Utah, and she like went out there and she got hired, and I was like, heck yeah, dude. Like I'm glad I was some part of that journey, like helping you get there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I would say like figure out what you want to do and like go, and I mean still have an open mind obviously, and maybe like someone will lead you in a different direction. Like, okay, go home, sit on it. Don't make the pressure like make you make a decision.
Yeah.
Like always go home and like sleep on it and think about it some more, you know? That's what I would say.
Good advice. I'm sure someone will watch this interview that is maybe
Hit me
considering
up too, if you wanna be a pilot. In the military. I can try to help someone, you know. At least get in the right avenue and place to look, you know.
And you're going through your schooling right now.
Yeah, so it's like undergraduate pilot training. So
we'll have to get you back on when you finish up. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Really great interview.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for the time.
Let's go.
Woo pig.
Let's go. All right. That was awesome, dude. Thanks again.
Slipping in this chair a little bit.